And the last but not the least interpellator, uh, Congressman Romy Acop. And then after the interpellation of Congressman Acop, we will give time to our resource persons to uh, say whatever they want to say before the committee. So, Congressman Acop, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Napakahirap po yung huli dahil kagaya ni Honorable Dagook, natanong na po ang karamihan ng mga katanungan. But be that as it may, kailangan gampanan natin yung ating obligasyon. Colonel Garma, ang sabi po nyo kanina, nag-retire kayo ng June.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, and you announced that in a flag ceremony that you are going to avail of early retirement. That was in June 22, 2019, para ma-refresh yung memory mo.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. And after your retirement, on June 24, 2019, former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte appointed you as PCO
24.
General Manager. So yung mga sinasabi mong kasagutan at saka dates, those were wrong. Kasi baka naku-confuse mo yung pag-announce ng inyong appointment kaysa dun sa assumption. Di po ba?
But, yes, maybe.
On record,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
you announced in a flag ceremony that you are availing of early retirement. That was in June 22, 2019. And 2 days thereafter, former President Rodrigo Duterte announced your appointment as PCSO General Manager. Ganong kakalakas. May I know from Colonel Leonardo and Colonel Garma, if you held a meeting in Davao in June 28 of 2016,
If I may, Mr.
yeah,
Chair.
kayong dalawang tinatanong ko eh.
No, Mr. Chair.
No. You did not have a meeting with your former classmates, class of 96 of the Philippine National Police Academy. Remember, you're under oath, ha?
On that very day, Mr. Chair.
Ano?
Same day, Mr. Chair.
PNPA classmate mo,
Opo, Mr.
class
Chair.
of 1996.
May I be clarified, Mr.
Nagkaroon
Chair?
kayo ng meeting doon sa Davao last June 28, 2016. Yes or no?
Nagkita-kita po kami, Mr. Chair. Meron pong naalala ko na
Kung
nagkita-kita kami.
nagkita-kita kayo, nag-meeting po ba kayo? Yun ang tanong ko eh. Pakisagot lang po ng yes or no.
No, Mr. Chair.
You did not meet with your classmates.
Mr. Chair, hindi po kami nag-meeting.
Nagkita-kita lang kayo.
Opo. Ang ibig ko sabihin,
Yung mga
Mr. Chair,
classmates mo, galing sa iba't ibang lugar, nagkita-kita kayo doon.
Opo,
I think
nagkita-kita
is
po.
your answer. Tama?
Nagkita po kami, Mr. Chair.
Umiiwas ka kaagad, iho eh. Pares lang tayong galing sa CIDG. Di ba? Pero ako naging hepe, ikaw hindi. Yes. Colonel Garma, would that be true also that you met with your classmates, members of Class 97, in
Yes,
Davao City on June
Yes.
28, 2016?
I'm not sure of the date, Mr. Chair, but there was a meeting. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there was a meeting. Okay, I'm just establishing the fact. Yun ang sagot ninyo. You're not very sure. Kasi I'm sure. Sigurado ako. Kasi we have witnesses. Tatanungin ko ba ito kung hindi ko alam? You're under oath.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, you met.
Yes,
Kasi
Mr.
matter
I
of fact,
said yes,
may
Mr.
sinundo
Chair.
ka pa nga sa airport eh. Di ba?
Not recall.
I'm just refreshing your memory. Correct? So, you met before July 1 of 2016 when former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte took officially office. Now, Mr. Chair, may I move that we direct the Director General of PDEA to come up with a study kung saan nagsimula talaga yung drug list. Kasi ang report po merong una, original, may second, at saka may third. May I move, Mr. Chair, that we direct Director General of PDEA to conduct an investigation kung saan nagsimula, ano yung nasa listahan, and where did it originate. So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Okay, there is a motion as stated and duly seconded.
Second.
Are there any objections? No objections. The motion is carried. DG Lasso, you are directed to comply with the request of Congressman Akop with regards to the list of the first, the second, and the third list.
There, according to reports, Mr. Chair, there are three lists. The original, the first, and a commendation of the first and second.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I ask Director General Lasso, what do you understand by the phrase or the statement, there is always a time for reckoning?
Your Honor, it means hindi parating fiesta. Hindi parating nakahilata. Sometimes dadapa ka rin.
Hindi palaging masarap, may hirap din. Thank
Yes,
you.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Karamihan po sa tanong kanina ay tungkol sa kung gaano po kalapit si Colonel Leonardo at saka si Colonel Garma doon sa ating former President, President Duterte. May I know kung sino po ang pinaka-senior na police officer present this evening? Oh, tama, this evening na pala. May I know who is the most senior officer? Please identify yourself.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, Your Honor. I'm Police Brigadier General Noel Sandoval from the DADM.
Anong class ka sa PNP?
94, sir. 1994.
94. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you have been in the service for a long time,
32 years, sir.
32 years. And you were on, what was your rank during the time of the former president?
26, I think
That's 2016 to 2022.
police colonel na, sir.
Police colonel.
Yes, sir.
Noong panahon na yon, ano sa palagay mo o sino sa palagay mo ang tatlong opisyal na pinakamalakas kay former President Duterte?
I have no idea, sir.
You do not have an opinion? At all? General, did you take your oath?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm just reminding you.
I am not really into that kind of kasi sir since 2012 assignment
I'm not asking whether you're in that practice. I'm just asking what is your opinion? Sino ang tatlong opisyal na ng PNP na pinakamalakas kay former President Duterte? Alam naman lahat ng mga opisyal eh. Ikaw naman, no?
Yes, sir. The Chief PNP, sir.
Who? Sino ang Chief PNP?
Chief PNP Batu, sir, because he was appointed by the President. And probably, sir, yung command group niya, the,
Command group niya.
yes, sir.
Magkikita pa rin tayo. You're not answering me correctly. Kasi yung answer mo officially siguro because of their position. Pero ang tinatanong ko, yung opinion mo,
Yes, sir. And that is my opinion, sir.
that is your opinion. So be it. Colonel Leonardo, were you the one who introduced Colonel Garma to then President Duterte?
No, no, Mr. Chair. No.
No. Sigurado ka doon.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sino ang mas malakas sa inyo ni General De La Rosa kay former President Duterte? Kasi ito yung mga tanong na indirectly tinatanong ng aking mga kasamahan eh. Ako na lang magtatanong ng diretso.
Definitely, Mr. Chair, mas malakas po si Sir Bato, Mr. Chair. Senator Bato, Mr. Chair.
Kasi napilit ka niya na mag-retire early. I believe otherwise, Colonel. You know why? Narinig ko na minsan yung sinabi ni Bato, meron pang isang opisyal na mas malapit sa tainga ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Hindi mo ba narinig yun?
Hindi ko po narinig, Mr. Chair.
Huwag kang ngumiti sa akin. Ano naman iyo? Sagutin mo yung tanong ko. Kasi totoo naman sinabi yun eh. Di ba?
Possibly, Mr. Chair.
Abi ka paran?
Possibly po. Hindi ko po narinig na sinabi ni Senator Bato,
Ayaw mong
Mr. Chair.
magsinungaling ng todo-todo, ah. Kasi sinabi talaga ni Senator Bato yun. There is somebody in the PNP who is nearer the ears of the President. Hindi nga siya nagbanggit ng pangalan, pero merong alingas-ngas kung sino yun. Now, Madam Garma, you have always denied na close ka sa Presidente. Pero there had been reports na ikaw ay nakakadiretso doon sa Malacanang. Basta dumaan ka kay Senator Bongo. Would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. So, ang tanong ngayon ng karamihan sa aking mga kasama kanina, sino po ang mas malakas kay Presidente sa inyong tatlo? Si Senator De La Rosa, Colonel Leonardo, or Colonel Garma? Siguro yung mga tao na present ngayon, nanonood, kayo na po ang bahala mag-determine kung sino po ang mas malakas. Kasi sa akin, meron po akong sariling panukala o pag-iisip kung sino. Now, may I request Jail Captain Poro? Yeah. The third in command of the Davao Penal Colony. And the one in charge of the Bartolina. Yung in charge sa Bartolina, ikaw yung tinanong ko nung previous hearing?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes, okay. Now, may I ask the PNP, first, before I go to my main topic, why can't you not produce SPO4 Narsolis? Do you not know where he is?
No, no, sir. For now, sir, I cannot. I have no idea for now, sir. I cannot answer you the question, sir.
May I ask COMSEC if the PNP was directed to see to it that SPO4 Narsolis retired will be able to attend this hearing? Na-invite? And yung PNP, naibigay nyo ba yung invitation sa kanya?
If I may, Congressman Akop, I was advised by Colonel Cunanan that he assisted the committee secretariat in extending the invitation to Art Narsolis in several addresses. And one of those addresses that they delivered the invitation, it was the son who received the invitation. And unfortunately, when they were asking for the contact number of Mr. Art Narsolis, the son did not cooperate with the PNP. So maybe in the next hearing, we will have to ask the PNP and the NBI to bring him to the committee because he has already been cited in contempt.
Mr. Chair, there's a system in the Philippine National Police so that the PNP can be assured na yung mga retirees po ay buhay. Lahat po ng retirees may kabady. In my case, ang kabady ko po yung security officer ko. And every 3 months, I think, kumukuha sa ng litrato kasama ko para masabi, may hawak ako na dyaryo o kaya kalendaryo para makita na buhay ako nung araw na yon. So, bakit nahihirapan ng PNP para hanapin siya when there is such a system for them to be able to locate SPO4 Narsolis?
General Sandoval, can you...
Yes, sir. Based on our coordination with PRBS, sir, the subject personnel, sir, has already received only the lump sum but not yet receiving the pension. So wala pa po daw siyang kabady.
Kailan po nag-retire si SP4 Narsolis?
August 2021, sir.
2021.
Yes, sir.
August. Hindi ba I do not know if it is true now, pero ang lump sum mo, hindi ba 3 years lang? Would you know that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hindi ba?
Yes, sir. But the pension is not yet being received by the subject personnel, sir. Hindi pa
ganon.
wala pa, sir. Hindi pa siya nagpe-pension, sir.
When would it start?
On process pa lang, sir. I don't know when will it start, sir. But
Kailan?
based on PRBS, sir, naka-process naman, sir, yung kanyang pension.
Hindi yun ang punto ko eh. Sabi nyo, nag-lump sum, pero I know for a fact, kung hindi pa nabago yung yung sistema natin, ang pwede mo lang i-lump sum ay 3 years, after which you will receive your monthly pension. Di po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. O kaya, hindi nyo lang alam kung paano siya hanapin.
As explained naman, sir, na nahanap naman, sir, yung anak kanina, but uncooperative, sir.
Okay. Thank you. May I request that the Attorney Galicia of the NBI would take note of what would be taken. After the numerous hearings of this Quad Committee on Extrajudicial Killing, nandito na po lahat yung major players ng conspiracy to commit murder doon po sa Davao Penal Colony. Ang absent na lang yung tao na hinahanap natin, SPO4 Arthur Narsolis, na tauhan ni Colonel Leonardo at naging tauhan din ni Colonel Garma. Would that be true? Colonel Leonardo and Colonel Garma?
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
How about Colonel Garma?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And up to the time that you were with PCSO, inassign din ni Colonel Leonardo si SPO for Narsolis sa PCSO. Would that be correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
Yes. So, si Colonel Leonardo ang nag-assign kay SPO for Narsolis na kasama nyo noon pa sa PCSO.
I I believe meron pong covered by orders, Mr.
Yeah, I
Chair.
know.
Opo.
Pares tayo galing serbisyo eh. Kaya alam ko naman na may orders niyan. Ang sinasabi ko lang ay yung katotohanan na si SPO for Narsolis na kasama nyo pa noon pa ay na-assign sa PCSO. Under what conditions, I do not know whether it's in accordance with protocols of the PNP. Hindi ko alam yon. Na pwedeng i-assign ang isang pulis sa civilian agency. So, I do not know how you did that. But be that as it may, nandito na po lahat ang kwan. Nandito yung superintendent ng penal colony. Nandito yung tatlong PDL na narinig nyo na lahat yung testimony nila. Nandito na rin yung kasamahan ni Superintendent Padilla, si jail captain na ba, iho? Jail Captain Poro, at saka yung in charge ng Bartolina. Kasi yung conspiracy to commit murder, sabi po nila ay nag-start nung pumunta si SPO for Narsolis at kontakin yung kaklase niya ng high school. Inamin ni PDL Tatatan, na kaklase niya sa high school. At kinausap niya tungkol sa isang operation sa loob ng Davao Penal Colony. Yun po nangyari. Now, yung operation na yun na sinasabi involved the killing of 3 alleged Chinese drug lords who were detained inside the Davao Penal Colony. Una, 2 pa lang na Chinese drug lord. Pero may i-transfer na pangatlo from a different penal colony. Now, PDL Tatatan contacted PDL Andy Magdadaro to help him accomplish the plan. Nandun naman lahat sa affidavit nila, subscribed and sworn to. Now, this operation resulted to the killing of the 3 Chinese drug lords. How did this happen? The killing of the 3 would not have been committed without the participation of officials and members of the Davao Penal Colony. And what were the acts of said officials? There was a statement by PDL Tatatan na sinabi nila kay SPO for Narsolis na mahirap gawin na patayin yung 3 simply because magkaiba ang lugar nila. Yung foreign nationals na nakakulong, nakakulong sa ibang lugar, yung mga locals na sa ibang lugar. So this information was relayed to SPO for Narsolis. Sabi ni SPO for Narsolis, ako nang bahala. What followed was galugad operations. Tama, Jail Captain Poro. You conducted 2 galugad operations. One, doon sa selda ni na PDL sa Tata and Andy, and doon sa foreign nationals. Would that be correct?
Opo, Your Honor.
Correct. And according to your statement and answer to the questions, inamin mo na it was in accordance with the approval of your jail superintendent.
Yes, Your Honor.
You stated or you answered that under oath.
Yes, opo, Your
Tama.
Honor. Opo.
Okay? Now, sa galugad operations na kinonduct dito sa 2 local PDLs, ang nakita nyo ay empty shabu sachets.
Opo, Your Honor.
Empty shabu sachets.
Opo.
Walang shabu, kundi sachet lang. Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
Yes. And naggalugad din kayo, nag-conduct kayo ng galugad operations doon sa foreign nationals. Tama?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Ano po ang nakita nyo, ang nakuha nyo doon sa tatlong foreign national PDLs?
May mga cellphone, pocket wifi, charger, pati po mga playing cards po, Your Honor.
And because of these violations, according to you, they were ordered to be placed in a Bartolina, Celda number 6.
Walang ano po, Your Honor. SOP kasi, Your Honor, pagka nakabiolate ng prison rules, pwede na po ilagay kagad doon sa preventive cell. Pero ang nakalagay po doon, Your Honor, yung ship commander po. Tinorder ko sa ship commander.
Huwag ka nang umiwas, iyo.
Opo.
Kasi kahit na papaano, sasabit ka. Huwag ka nang umiwas. Iiwas ka pa eh. Di ba? Do not justify anymore, iho. Kasi nandun pa lang sa pagsasagot mo dito sa katanungan namin and your answers were all under oath, may sabit ka. Sinasabi ko na sa iyo. Now, also, during that time, according to the one in charge of the Bartolinas, there were 6 Bartolinas there. Tama? Iho, yung in charge ng Bartolina. Sinagot mo sa akin noon 6.
Yes po, Your Honor.
3 malaki, 3 maliit.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Oh, tama, yung sagot mo. Tapos, what is startling about your statements would be the fact na yung 5 Bartolina, punong-puno, sobra na yung mga tao na nandun. That was your answer sa aking pagtatanong nung nandun ka nakaupo.
Yes po, Your
Oh,
Honor.
so, punong-puno. Pero ang sinagot mo, doon sa Celda number 6, 2 lang ang nandun. Tama? At ang 2 nandun ay si PDL Tata at saka si PDL Andy. Correct?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Ang tanong ko, bakit punong-puno yung 5 na Celda ng Bartolina, bakit hindi nyo dinala doon sa Celda number 6 na 2 lang ang nandun? Hindi mo masagot nun. Hindi. Ang sagot mo sa akin nun, if I remember it perfectly, hindi ka naka-duty. It's on record.
Your Honor, hindi po ako naka-duty ng August
Kaya nga, yun
13
ang
po.
sagot mo sa akin noon. Ang sagot mo, nung tinanong kita, bakit punong-puno yung 5 selda, doon sa pang-6 na selda, 2 lang andon, dapat transfer mo. Di ba? Kung wala kayong plano, dapat pinuno nyo yun. Pero in-reserve nyo yun para doon sa 2, kay Tata Andy at saka PDL Tata. At doon nyo dadalhin din o dinala yung 3 foreign PDLs kasama nung 2.
Pwede po magpaliwanag, Your Honor.
Ano ipapaliwanag mo, iho? Wala pa naman akong ang tinatanong ko, hindi ba ganun ang nangyari?
Ang pag-a-assign po kasi
Akala
ng...
ko ba hindi ka duty para kaya hindi mo alam?
Nung August 13 po ako hindi duty, Your Honor. Nung Sabado. Kaya Sabado-Linggo man po ang
Kaya nga,
rest day ko.
huwag ka nang umiwas, iho, at sabit ka rin. Sinasabi ko na sa iyo. Kasi yung mga circumstances would point to the fact na kaya ko nga tinanong nung araw na yon, ilan ang Bartolina? Ang sagot mo, 6. 3 malaki, 3 maliit. At tinanong ko, ilan ang mga taong nandun? Sinasabi mo nga, sobra, punong-puno. Ang tanong ko sunod, bakit doon sa Celda number 6, 2 lang nandun, hindi nyo inilagay yung sobra doon? Kasi may plano kayo.
Pwede po magpaliwanag, Your Honor.
Hindi naman kita hinihingan ng paliwanag eh.
Sorry po.
Ang sinasabi ko kung ano ang sinagot mo sa akin nung tinatanong kita. Di ba? Hindi ba katotohanan o nagsisinungaling ba ako?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
O, totoo lahat yung sinabi ko.
Yes
Kasi
po.
yun ang sagot mo sa akin noon.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Di ba? So huwag ka nang umiwas. Kasi talagang kasama sa plano na sa Celda number 6 ng Bartolina, doon dadalhin yung 2 local PDLs at saka yung 3 foreign PDLs. At doon sila pinatay. Di ba? Ang report ninyo, ano to? Naglaban sila. Yun ang report ninyo. That's why they were charged for homicide. Pero hindi nyo alam, it worked against your favor because according to PDG Director General Lasso, there is always a time for reckoning. I think the reckoning is now.
Correct.
Mr. Chair, may I move that the NBI should conduct an investigation and get all the pieces of evidence and documents given to this committee so that they can file the necessary charges against those people who should be charged because of this crime, Mr. Chair. So move, Mr. Chair.
Second, there is a motion to direct the NBI to conduct a thorough investigation on the death that happened in the Davao Penal Colony, and it was duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Thank you,
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Agop. Before that, please allow the chair to ask just very short questions kay ano. Colonel Leonardo, last hearing, we asked you to submit your SALN, and you have submitted that to the committee. I have it here with me. And dito sa iyong SALN, sinabit mo dito ay yung year 2021, ang iyong net worth ay lumalabas na 6.6 million pesos. Is that correct?
Correct, Mr. Chair.
You have the copy of your SALN there, no?
Wala po akong kopya ang dala.
Comsec, can you provide him a copy of his document that he submitted? Matanong ko lang, is your wife working? Does she work? Or what does your wife do?
Sa bahay lang po, Mr. Chair.
So, siya housewife?
Opo.
No business?
Maliit na business lang po, Mr. Chair. Kasama niyo yung daughter ko.
So, your daughter has a business?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Pwede bang malaman ano yung business?
Meron pong car wash lang po, sir.
Saan
car
ito?
wash.
Sa Manila?
Sa Davao po, Davao.
Sa Davao?
Davao po.
Okay. Pwede bang malaman ano ibig sabihin itong Sarleon Logistics? Nakalagay dito, you were asked kung ano yung iyong business interest at saka ano yung financial connections mo. Ang nilagay mo rito are Sarleon Logistics in Davao. Nature of business, interest and financial connection, personal. What is this Sarleon Logistics, Colonel?
At tracking po nung araw yan, Mr. Chair, nalugi rin po, Mr. Chair, nahinto po.
Nahinto?
Ang nagmamanage po niyan, yung anak ko rin po.
Yung alin yung?
Yung anak ko rin po, yung anak ko po ang nagmamanage. Tracking business po yan. Naka-under subcontract po sa LBC, yung pong nagdi-deliver ng mga cargos po.
So, nagde-deliver ng cargos from the pier to the port? From the port?
LBC po. LBC warehouse. Door to door po namin. Ganun po.
Okay. So, truck ito. Ilang pirasong truck ito?
Meron pong, sa naalala ko lang po nung panahon na yan, meron pong mga L300, meron pong more or less po mga 6, Mr. Hindi po ako sure kasi hindi po akong nag-manage dahil ako po ay nagtatrabaho pa po nung araw.
Pero, family business nyo to.
Sort of, Mr. Chair.
Bakit sort of? Hindi 100% sa inyo?
Kasi po yung misis ko nagbigay po ng konting puhunan din, hindi lamang po solo ng anak ko nung mag-asawa siya, Mr. Chair.
Pero ito ay negosyo ng misis mo at ng anak mo.
Bali sa anak po, kaya lang may share lang po itong aking...
Si Mrs. Okay. Ilan ba anak mo, Colonel?
Dalawa po.
Okay. Dito sa yung SALN, yung sinubmit mo on ang date ay 2021, ang iyong net worth ay 6.6 million. Can you confirm that?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Pagdating naman ng 2022, ang net worth mo ay tumaas ng 8,150,000 pesos. Tumaas ka ng mahigit almost 2 million pesos. Tama po ba? Can you confirm that?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Pwede bang matanong kung ano kaya ang dahilan? Ba't tumaas yung iyong net worth?
Nadagdagan po kasi yung aking ito pong IT equipments po,
Nadagdagan
yung mga gadgets, mga cellphone, IT equipment, laptop po. Nadagdagan din po ako ng 2020 na ano po. Ayun din pala.
hindi naman tumaas yung
Yung kas. Yung
kung ano yung dinagdag
kas
mo,
po.
kung ano yung sinabi mo rito na iyong personal properties gaya ng IT equipment, laptop, cellphone, guns, firearms, cash at motorcycle, BMW, GS1 250, furnitures and fixtures, hindi naman nagbago noong 2021 at saka noong 2022. Saan banda tumaas yan?
Mr. Chair,
Never mind. I'll just give you a...
baka namali lang po ng ano, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige.
Pero,
Baka nga namali.
Oo,
That is
kasi po, merong-
2021 at saka 2022. Pero itong 2023, yung 8.150 million mo ay naging 9.150 million. Hindi naman siguro maring nagkamali ito. Kernel, kasi mula noong 2021, from 6.6 million to 2023, naging 9.150 million. So, meron kang increase. Halos taon-taon, tumataas ang iyong net worth. So, bibigyan kita ng panahon para makasagot ka sa committee ito. Sa susunod na hearing, ihanda mo lang ang iyong tanong kung bakit tumaas ang iyong net worth.
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. Salamat. Now, since
Mr. Chair.
Congressman
Briefly lang.
Congressman Fernandez.
Because we have invited Mr. Manuel Mogato from Reuters, no? The last time that we have invited him ay during sa committee ng human rights. Unfortunately, Colonel Patay is not around right now because we remember in the last hearing that we conducted, you mentioned about those not petty crimes, but those small crime that was committed in accordance with General Rodriguez, yung namatay na general, na nagsabi sa iyo,
Hindi po Rodriguez, Your Honor.
General
Mendoza.
Mendoza, mentioned no, about doon sa mga killings that are being paid 10,000, 20,000, and so forth. Can you kindly reconfirm, Mr. Mogato, yung tema nung iyong report during the time that you have interviewed Colonel Patay? But surely, in the next hearing, Colonel Patay will be going to be here. Sige, go ahead, Mr. Mogato.
Your Honors, good evening po. No? Maraming salamat at I was invited again. And for the record, I just want to clarify that I'm not a member of Rise Up. Kasi sa COMSEC, member ako ng Rise Up. So I just want to clarify. Ano po ako, journalist ng dati ng Reuters. So ang ginawa po ng Reuters, gumawa po siya ng maraming storya, at least 10 special reports from April 2016 up to December 2017. 10 reports po yan, special reports about the drug war ni Pangulong Duterte. And in the final report in December, we said that the PNP has, at that time, si General Bato, ang PNP chief, has personally handpicked several policemen assigned in the Davao area, Davao region, including Colonel Patay at that time, who was from Tagum, and assigned them in Station 6 in Quezon City, sa Batasan. And for several months that they were in Quezon City, naging ground zero po ng EJK o ng drug war killings yung Quezon City. At more than 100 people were killed during those times. No? And na-interview po si Colonel Patay nung kasama ko, ni Andrew Marshall, when he was already assigned in Pampanga as CIDG. No? Hindi na po siya sa Quezon City. And yung sa aming investigation, no, meron po silang social media accounts, ito mga member ng Davao Boys, ang tawag namin, na nagmamalaki sila na kung ang drug addiction daw o drug problem ng ating bansa a disease, sila daw po ang cure. At may isa pa lang sabi na ano bang special skills nyo, bakit nila sa Quezon City? At sinasabi ng isa na ang special skills daw nila ay kill. No? So, lahat po nung na records nung at that time, nung 2016, masyado pong mabait ang ating PNP sa mga reporters. Lahat po ng kanilang progress report, special report, mga ballistic report, autopsy report, ibinibigay po sa ating mga reporters. Kaya nakapag-compile po kami ng maraming reports galing sa pulisya all over Metro Manila. Lahat ng drug war killings. At gumawa po kami ng report na minamap po namin kung saan nangyayari yung mga patayan. At yun po, karamihan sa mga patayan ay nangyayari sa Caloocan, sa Manila, sa Manaba at sa Quezon City. Sa Quezon City, ang pinakamaraming pangyayaring patayan ay doon po sa Station 6, kung saan si Colonel Patay yung commander at that time. So, dahil po dyan, yung aming report nakatawag ng pansin. Actually, Your Honors, hindi lang po ang Reuters ang gumagawa ng drug war stories. Lahat po ng media, local at foreign, ay gumagawa po ng drug war stories. Pero kami lang po ang nagtiyaga na magsulat mula umpisa hanggang dulo para pakita na sinasabi namin na ang mga pumapatay, pati yung sinasabi nilang riding in tandem at vigilante, ay pwedeng police din po ang gumagawa.
In other words, Mr. Mugato, you were saying that you have a direct communication with the different station commanders all over the NCR during that time?
Nung simula
Dahil
po,
meron kayong parang text group?
Wala pong text group. Kasi binibigay po nila yung report yung kopya.
So in other words, lahat ng mga
Nung una po,
killings.
from July 2016 hanggang December 2016, napakabait po ng ating mga pulis at sinishare po nila lahat ng data. Kasi pag may patayan po sa gabi, sumasama po yung mga reporter, hindi lang po Reuters, lahat po ng mga photographers at reporters, sumasama po sa mga punerarya na may pick up ng patay. So hindi lang po yung namatay sa nanlaban, pati yung mga itinatapon sa mga vacant lots, no?
So,
Yung mga may masking tape, may mga karatula.
So, kailan siya natigil? Kailan sila nagigpet sa mga reporters on not relating anymore those reported killings?
Pagdating po ng Abril 2017, nung mag-file po ng kaso si Senator Trillanes sa ICC, nagsara na po ang gripo ng ating PNP. Wala na po silang binibigay na report sa amin. Pati po yung pamilya ng mga biktima ay hindi na rin binibigyan ng report.
Pero sino yung nagsabi sa inyo, Mr. Mogato, na ang presyo po doon sa mga personalidad na papatayin nagre-range from 20,000 to 60,000? Kasi you were saying before, di ba, meron kayong sinasabi na sinabi sa inyo ni General Mendoza
Si General Mendoza po kasi gumawa siya ng isang special report on EJK na sinabit niya po sa CBCP at that time. Ang alam ko, ang pinagbigay niya ng kopya ay si Father Intengan.
si Archie, Father Archie Antenga ng Ateneo?
Opo. Kasi doon po kami nag-meeting sa opisina ni Father Archie sa Ateneo. Doon po
Yes.
namin ini-interview si General Mendoza. So doon po na, so binibigay po niya yung nabigay niya sa amin report. At sa report niya may reward list, nagsisimula po sa 10,000 pesos sa ordinaryong drug user or courier or street peddler. So 10,000 po. Pagka medyo may posisyon, barangay captain o mayor, tumataas po yung presyo.
Magkano pag mayor po?
Ang alam ko parang 50,000 po.
Pag congressman?
Ay, wala po eh.
Wala naman na.
Hindi ko po alam kung may member ng Congress na involved.
Anyway, meron din po kayo sinabi na active pa yung isang PNP ngayon na nandito po sa loob ng ating pong PNP organization. Pero during that time, you were not able to reveal it, correct?
Opo, kasi meron po kaming pangako doon sa police officer na hindi po namin siya bibigay identity. Kasi alam niyo po, yung mga reporters po, kami mga journalists, nabubuhay sa trust ng aming mga sources. So ayaw po namin sirain yon. Yung active officer po na yon, ibinigay po sa amin ni General. Kasi nalaman po ng mga editors ko na hearsay lang po yung report ni General. Kasi hindi po siya yung actual na nakakaalam. Nung Oplan double barrel at nung kalakaran o nung reward list. Kaya sabi namin, kung pwede mo kaming ipakilala dun sa iyong source na mismong nakakaalam nung kalakaran. Kaya isinama po niya sa isang meeting sa isang restaurant sa Green Hills itong active duty na PNP officer para ikwento sa amin yung kalakaran. Pati yung sinasabi ng polis na, kasi nga, nung unang panahon, pagka nagkakaroon lang ng laban, hindi lahat namamatay, may tumatayo. No? Kung maalala nyo, may pinakita kayong video kay Murillo na nabuhay siya. No? So, because of that, nag-meeting uli yung mga PNP ang sinabing, huwag nyo nang buhayin yung mga suspect. So, meron po kaming storya na ginawa yung dead on arrival. Kasi nga po, pinapatay na yung mga drug war victim bago pa dumating na ospital. At paano po naming nalaman na pinapatay? Kasi sa autopsy report, lumalabas na yung mga tao po ay binaril ng mga lapitan. Paano po malaman na binaril ng mga lapitan? Kasi meron pong tattooing sa katawan at sa ulo yung mga biktima. Kasi kung nagkaroon po ng encounter o labanan, wala po yung tattooing kasi malayo eh. No? Malayo po wala pong gunpowder burns dun sa katawan ng namamatay. Ito po, sabi ng doktor, malapit. No? Kasi nga may tattooing. At pati yung trajectory ng bullets, hindi nagsasuggest na may encounter. So talagang tinutuloyan na po yung mga ilang drug war victims para hindi na mabuhay at tumayo. Kasi maraming insidente na tumatayo yung kanilang nabarel pag dumarating na yung soko para mag-imbestiga.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, kasi we have already somehow established yung killings doon sa correctional. And this time, this is something that we have to focus as well. Dahil marami po yung mga biktima na namatayan. According sa kanina kay Mr. Jokno, more than at least a little bit of 20,000, no? Ang naging biktima po nitong Dragon War. And basically, Mr. Mugato, we will be inviting you over again, no? Kapag andito na po si Colonel Patay. And I hope that Colonel Patay will somehow have a change of heart, no? And reveal everything in this Quadcom for us to really see and peret talaga yung katotohanan, no? And kay ano naman po kay Ma'am Garma, can we also require you to submit your SALN during your incumbency as GM of the PCSO? Can we expect to submit that to us in the next hearing? Yes, thank you. And also, sa ano natin, sa PNP, I think Colonel Villela is still active, ano? Nasa Krami po ba si Villela?
Yes, Your Honor. Karami pa daw.
What ano po siya? Directorate? DITCM ba siya?
ITMS. ITMS, sir.
ITMS.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so please, his presence is required in the next hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Siguro for now, Mr. Chairman, yun lang po muna. Naging pulis at attaché ba siya sa New York?
Sa Washington daw, sir.
Ha?
Washington.
Sa Washington.
Sa Washington.
Naging, how many years siya naging police attaché sa Washington?
I don't know the exact, maybe 2 to 3 years, maybe.
3 taon siya.
Maybe, sir. Hindi ako sure, sir.
Nag-stay sa Washington.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's the reason why.
Mr. Chair,
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
meron lang po
Congressman
akong
Abante.
katanungan kay Attorney Conti, kung maaari.
Please proceed.
Okay. Attorney Conti, we have received the data for the Committee on Human Rights from Police Brigadier General Matthew Bakay, no? Nakalagay po dito lahat ng mga suspect, lahat ng mga napatay na tinawag nilang died, no, instead of killed. Dito po ay nakalagay din ang cases ng marami sa kanila. Nagsimula kay Kian de los Santos case, ano? And Kian Lloyd de los Santos, nakalagay po dito, 17 years old, May 26, 2000 yata pinanganak, date of birth, grade 11 student, taga Caloocan City, at nakalagay din dito yung tatlong suspect, no? May I know if you are aware of this, if you know about this?
I am aware, Your Honor, because of the publicity surrounding the case, and although we are not the handling lawyers, in this case, Your Honor, there already has been a conviction of some police officers.
But the conviction is a homicide conviction.
Yes, Your Honor, yan po yung problema natin, laging
Not
napatay.
not a murder conviction.
Yes, Your Honor, ang problema, napatay, hindi pinatay.
Mr. Chair, I would like just to manifest here that all of those suspects, the police suspects, were actually charged with homicide, not murder. Kahit na po ang mga suspect ay hindi po nanlaban at walang baril. Yet, to show that the Philippine National Police is actually doing their job, Sila mismo ang nag-file ng charge, pero ang charge po instead of murder, homicide. Alam po naman natin, ang homicide, ilang taon lang yan, Attorney Conti, no?
To 8 years?
2 years.
8 po.
Ah?
8.
8 years. And do they give a certain amount of money to the victims, for example?
Yes, Your Honor. If the court deems civil damages as due the victims, then
Okay.
there could be civil damages up to
Who are
100,000.
the suspects here that are actually your cases?
Your Honor, I don't have a copy of the list of given by
Yeah, I will show you
Officer
a copy
Bakay.
of this. So
Yes,
you,
but if I may raise, Your Honor, at the previous hearings, we mentioned that the case that we directly handled was the one against Virgilio Cervantes et al., the most recent conviction of 4 police officers for homicide in Caloocan, Your Honor, a killing that occurred in September 2016 of a father and son.
Mr. Chair, may I request at the next hearing we have with the EJK that we also invite the loved ones of the victims of supposedly suspects, but they're not actually suspects. Ibig sabihin, we just do not want to investigate here in this committee those that were killed who are actually drug lords, but those who were killed by the Philippine National Police officers that were actually of mistaken identity, and those who were not even drug addicts. Now, of course, the Philippine National Police sent us a data also that there were 440 drug addicts that were killed when they should not have been killed. They should have been rehabilitated, Mr. Chair. I hope that next hearing you have with the AJK, that we are going to invite the loved ones of the victims, of which Attorney Conti and sino po sila, yung, ano pong organization nyo?
Rise Up for Life and for Rights.
Rise Up for Life will give to us, no? So the people also will be able to know and be able to see that the AJK was not only done among those that are actually drug pushers, but even those that are quite innocent, which according to the former Director General, they were collateral damage. Just imagine, no? A lot of killings were called collateral damage, Mr. Chair, of which this representation does not actually agree. Now, Mr. Chair, I also would like to ask to please make a manifestation here and perhaps a query to Colonel Leonardo. Colonel Leonardo, nakita na tayo. I think you were assigned in Manila, correct? Even in my own district yata.
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, okay. Now, Congressman Romy Acop already related the connection between you and SPO for Narsolis. And then, we also established the connection a while ago of Colonel Garma and Art Narsolis. So, ibig sabihin, Colonel Leonardo and Colonel Garma, kayo, kilala kayo investigador sapagkat na-involve kayo sa CIDG. Yung mga connection ninyo, nagkakatagpo doon sa salaysay ng ating ni former Major Portesa, ni Tata, ni Colonel Padilla, ay nakakapagtaka naman na itinatanggi pa ni Colonel Garma ang kanyang involvement dito. Hindi lang man yan, Mr. Chair, we would like also to reiterate the fact that there was indeed a reward system that was even said by Mr. Mogato and even said by Colonel Jovi Espinido, no? During our last hearing. And that reward system is more emphasized when even inside the double penal colony, Mr. Chair, that the PDL, Tata, and sino yung isa? Ano yung pangalan ni, no? Si Andy, Tata and Andy, received 1 million pesos each when they should have received 3 million each for killing those 3 Chinese PDL. Am I right, Tata? Nakatanggap kayo ng tig-1 milyon? Oo.
Opo, Your Honor.
And they were saying in their own affidavit that the one who offered them those 1 million from Art Narsoles was actually, according to their affidavit, was given from Colonel Garma, I would think. Di ba? Na find out natin sa mga salaysay ninyo. You see that? Of course, Colonel Garma would deny that, di ba? Oo, pero ito I just would like to establish the connection. The fact is this. Art Narsoles is related to Colonel Garma. Art Narsoles is personally known to Colonel Leonardo. Art Narsoles is the classmate of Tata. Colonel Garma is the classmate of Major La Portesa. There is a real connection here. And so, napakahirap mga paniwalaan ang kasinungalingan na nangyayari dito. Mr. Chair, yun lamang. And I would like to thank the Rise Up and Reverend here, and of course, Attorney Conti. Kanina si Attorney Chel Joknower was here, no? Salamat po sa pagpunta ninyo, and your presence here is quite important to us. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. Yeah, we asked the Attorney Conti of the National Union of People's lawyer, and Rise Up for Life and for Rights. We asked Mr. Manuel Mugato. And now we'd like to ask Attorney Joel Butuyan, a member of the Center for International Law, or Center Law, for his statement. Please give us your short statement, Attorney Butuyan.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we commend this committee for the investigation that it is doing, because the evidence that is being unearthed from this investigation is very crucial, it's pivotal, and it's key to the ongoing ICC investigation, Your Honor. I have no doubt, Your Honor, that if the evidence that's being unearthed in this investigation reaches the ICC, it will hasten the issuance of warrants of arrest, Your Honor. That's why I'm asking, Your Honor, if it's possible for even just the resource persons to have access to the minutes of the proceedings, as well as the sworn statements that have been submitted as part of the investigation, Your Honor, if that's possible, Your Honor.
Attorney Butuyan, the committee has been asked several times whether the transcript, the TSN, can be used or can be accessed by anyone for the use of ICC. We are not in any way going to provide data or transcript of records to the ICC, because we stand by the statement of our President that we are not member of the ICC. However, since this public hearing have been openly accessed by the public in all social media platforms, you can probably access that through the different platforms available.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. By the way, Attorney Butuyan is a former law partner of Attorney Harry Roque, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Is it
Mr.
former,
Chair?
Mr. Chair, or still present? Not anymore, huh?
we parted ways in 2017, Your Honor.
Because Attorney Roque is no longer a human rights lawyer.
Yes, Your Honor.
He is now a political lawyer.
We parted ways in 2017, Your Honor.
They parted ways in 2017, according to Attorney Butuyan. Thank you, Attorney.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Attorney Conti.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, but if I may be allowed, thank you very much for this opportunity again, and you may rely on our continued participation in these proceedings. But I would also like to invoke the memory of several of the victims. In Cebu, Your Honor, one of the volunteers of Rise Up for Life and for Rights was actually
Mr. Chair,
killed.
may I
in
request
August.
Attorney Conti to perhaps mention the names of
Yes,
those?
Your Honor. A volunteer of Rise Up for Life and for Rights was killed in Cebu City under curious circumstances. There is no investigation into the case. Butch Rosales was killed August 10th, 2018. This was during the time of one of our resource persons here. And I'd also like to recall the two young men who were killed during the one-time big-time operations in October 2018. Rabi Lopez and Angelito Rosales. Their mothers were here on July
Mr. Chair,
or
it happened
25th.
in Cebu City.
In Cebu City, Your Honor,
Who was the
October
station
4,
who was the
2018.
station commander then? Who was this chief of police in Cebu City then?
The chief of police, actually, Your Honor, was the resource person, Regina Garma. And I would like to reiterate or to echo the statement of the mother of Rabi Lopez.
Go ahead,
Because
please.
among us, Your Honor, there was one person here who was present during the wake of Rabi Lopez. The mother of Rabi, Raquel, says that at the wake, Regina Garma, who was chief of police of Cebu City, and her police officers came to their place. She was enraged and she hollered out and strutted around. And she was angry at them for holding awake on the death of her son. And ngano daw gibilaran akong anak. And she was telling them that why is there only one dead? There are many of them here. This was in the context
Mr.
of
Chair, who was enraged?
Regina Garma, Your Honor, according to Raquel Lopez. The sworn statement of Ms. Lopez has been submitted to the committee, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Chair,
Mr. Chair,
can we...
may I ask Colonel Garma, may I ask, do you remember that incident, Colonel Garma? Again, you will deny it.
Mr. Chair, I
My
cannot
goodness,
recall
that is
the
already a
details.
testimony. You're going to deny it? You're impossible. Go ahead.
I'm just going to ask, Madam, can you kindly invite that person to appear on the next hearing?
We will try, Your Honor, to fly them in again, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
please. Okay, thank you. And at the same time, I'll take this opportunity, Mr. Chair, to invite also Major Mary Jane O. Hastro. GM, you know this personality? Major Mary Jane O. Hastro of PNP.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You know her?
Yes.
We will be inviting over Major Mary Jane O. Hastro. And you know also Attorney Carol K. Paquera.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
She's your Chief of Staff.
Yes, Mr.
And
Chair.
cousin of Narsolis.
Yes, Mr.
We'll
Chair.
be inviting over also the COS of the former GM Garma on the next hearing. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
Mr.
Congressman
Chair, are
Fernandez.
there other victims in Cebu City that you would like to mention, Attorney Conti?
Those are the victims from Cebu, but we have a motley of other victims, Your Honor. We will endeavor to invite them at the next hearing, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
So, Mr. Chair, although we are, you could be able to invite them in the next hearing that we have here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Conti. Thank you, Congressman Bante. We also invited the chair of the Commission on Human Rights, Attorney Richard Palpalatok. You're still up. Would you like to
yes, Your Honor.
make a statement?
We'll just communicate with the committee, Your Honor, because we raised during the last hearing of the Committee on Human Rights on EJK, Your Honor, we raised some issues concerning our investigations, the problem we encountered during the investigation conducted by the Commission with the Philippine National Police, particularly on the sharing of the reports of deaths during the operations of the police, Your Honor. So perhaps we will be seeking the help and support of the committee, Your Honor, in that regard. We will just be sending our letter.
Please send your
Mr.
letter
Chair,
to the committee.
may I just ask how many have you investigated so far?
The commission, Your Honor, have recorded 3,700 deaths. These are motu proprio investigation, Your Honor, conducted by the commission. And this is composed of deaths in police operations, and some are deaths unidentified assailants, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, can the commission give to us the list of those investigated, including when they were killed, who were the station commanders then, or the chief of police?
We will do that, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Abante. Are you done, attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. So for the NGOs, may we ask you to submit the supplemental statement to the joint committee in addition to your statements made in the Committee on Human Rights hearing. I'm sure you have a transcript of that. And we'd like to ask also Father Manuel Gatchalian, if you have anything to say, Father.
Unang-una po, kagustuhan po ng mga nanay na pinangangatawanan po namin, yung mga biktima, na sana po ay panagutin at bayaran ang mga biktima sapagkat from the point of view of the victims, hanggang ngayon 8 taon na nakalilipas, wala naman po silang natatanggap at
Pakilapit po, para marinig po namin.
dahilan po sa nawalan sila ng breadwinner, nawalan sila ng mga minamahal sa buhay, at sila ay mahihirap. At sana po sa pagdating ng panahon, kung sakaling mapatunayan na state sponsor ito, at para hindi matuloy ang impunity, ibig sabihin na patuloy ang patayan, ay kinakailangan panagutin at bayaran po nila ang mga biktima. Kung sakali magkaroon man po ng batas o sakali mapatunayan na ito ay state-sponsored at saka may mga talagang quota system, rewarding, sana po naman mabigyan natin ng pagpapahalaga, mabayaran ang mga biktima sapagkat hanggang ngayon po sila po ay nagdurusa at may karapatan po naman sila na matamo nila ang katarungan. Salamat po.
Okay, maraming salamat po,
Mr.
Father
Chair,
Gatchalian.
with the manifestation of Father, a while ago, GM Karma said that during her time, that she is giving a budget to the Philippine National Police. Am I right?
Wala po akong sinabi, Mr. Chair.
Kanina meron kang sinabi na
Wala po.
binibigyan nyo ng budget ang Philippine National Police for the operations.
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Wala kayong sinabi?
Wala
Let's
po.
look at the records, Mr. Chair, because I think that she said something that way.
Okay. Secretariat, can you check the records, the transcript? If indeed that statement was made by GM Garma.
Mr. Chair,
So,
Mr. Chair, in relation to that, I think I heard, Mr. Chair, if I may be allowed, I think I heard Colonel Garma saying about the support that you give to.
That is the allocated for the, it's a charity fund allocated sa
PNP, no?
sales of STL and sa PCS.
Parang ganun po yung
opo.
STL, something about the STL.
so the fund that you provide the PNP is a charity fund.
Yes, it is in the...
And that is in the charter of the PCSO.
PCSO.
Yes, it is covered, Mr. Chair.
So, how
board
much do you give to the PNP every year?
During my time, kasi dati I think it's medyo malaki before I assume. And then when I assume po and we change the IRR, very minimal na lang po siya. I'm not sure kung 1% or 3% na lang siya compared nung previous. And it is focused on medical programs of the PNP and NBI na lang po
So
yun.
para sa medical needs ng mga members ng Philippine National Police.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Sige, okay.
But
we
Mr.
get it.
Chairman, we're going to ask also 1 or 2% of the gross of the whole collection of all the games.
Of
If
the
that is so, 2% is so big.
Mr. Chair, it's not all the games. It's just STL,
STL.
game. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
Mr.
Rap,
Chair.
anong average niyan? Do you give it
Minsan-
monthly, annually?
Monthly, Mr. Chair, minsan naalala ko, there was a month that we gave around, I think, mga 9 million or 7 million. It
And-
depends on the sale.
And the Chief PNP has the sole authority over these funds? What does
The check was addressed to the Philippine National Police, duly received by, I think there's an accountant and a
So it
budget
goes to the
officer.
general fund of the Philippine
Yes.
National Police?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Meron pong resibo po from the PNP na binibigay
Okay.
po sa PCSO.
Okay. Sige, thank you. So, ito ay mainit na usapin, no? Yung involvement ng mga membro ng Philippine National Police sa almost lahat po ng krimen na nangyayari. Hindi po natin nilalahat, pero may ilang porsyento po na kawani ng ating Philippine National Police ay nai-involve sa drug recycling. Alam po natin yan. In the case of Sergeant Mayo, 1 toneladang droga ang kanyang itinago mula po sa mga ni-raid nila. May mga police na involved sa extrajudicial killings na kung saan ang kanilang depensa ay nanlaban, ngunit napatunayan at sila'y na-convict. Ito yung kay Kian de los Santos. Meron din tayo mga kawani ng Philippine National Police na na-involve sa robbery, kidnap for ransom, and practically all other crimes existing. And I would like to ask the Comm, Attorney Bernardo, how many members of the PNP are being charged for crimes that they have committed?
Your Honor, marami pong salamat, Ginoong Chairman. Sa consultation ko, ma'am, sir, dito sa legal, umaabot po ng mga 2% lamang ng population o 3% ng PNP ang na-involve dito sa mga ganitong kaso, Your Honor.
So, and anong klaseng mga krimen po ito?
Ganun po, gaya po ng nabanggit nyo. Ako nga po nag-imbestiga doon sa Mayo case na hanggang ngayon ay dinudulog namin sa DOJ at yung iba naman nasa Ombudsman. At yung iba naman po na-involve nga yung kasama po sa hearing dito yung sa Parañaque at sa Bulacan. At 2 beses na po yung nangyari sa Bulacan. Ganun po yung bilang. Hindi naman po marae sa PNP. Kawawa nga po yung PNP dahil sa iilan na tiwali at masasamang loob, nasisira yung imahe ng PNP as an institution. Kaya inaapura po namin yung reforma at yung pagtatawag ng disciplinary measure. Pinapalakas po namin yung pleb at pinapalakas namin yung internal affairs. At siguro sa mga darating na buwan, maiulat po namin yung pagbabago.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the reform policy you are now implementing?
Opo, Your Honor. Yung lahat po na ite-train dito sa training pa lang sa entry, kailangan nakalagay sa PNP operational procedure. At kinakailangan yun din ang lumalabas sa performance. Gaya ng sabi ng isang resource person kanina at sabi rin ng ibang kongresista, hindi lang po sa training na makikita yan, dapat pati sa performance evaluation. Nabanggit po nila yan at yung mga unang meeting po namin kay Congressman Dagook, nabanggit na rin po namin na hindi piecemeal, kailangan nakakumpletong, nakaloop po sila all the way. Kaya siguro mga ilang buwan na lang po at mapagtitibay na namin yung reforma.
Okay, ang statistics, kung sinasabi niyong 2 to 3% lamang ng membro ng Philippine National Police ang nai-involve sa mga ganitong klaseng krimen, napakagandang balita yon, no? Ang ibig pong sabihin nun sa ating mga Pilipino, meron pa ring maliliit na porsyento na ika nga ay rotten eggs o ika nga mga bulok na kawani ng Philippine National Police. But as far as the officers, meaning from major to colonel, lieutenant colonel, then to colonels, generals, meron po ba tayong statistics kung ilan ho yung nai-involve sa mga ganyang klaseng krimen?
Meron pa rin po, Ginoong Chairman, at yung nauna po, yung tinanggapan na ng courtesy resignation at yung nananatili pa po nakapending sa National Prosecution Service. At marami rin pong hanay ng kapulisan doon at nakakalungkot nga doon sa PIDEG, yun po ang kasulukuyan namin gustong maging example. Kung talagang, gaya ng sabi ni DJ Moro, pag talagang may atraso ka at meron kang utang, may pagbabayaran ka. Kaya kung matitiyak po namin na talagang magiging masinsin yung proseso, mapagtitibay yung internal affairs, mapagtitibay din po yung appellate board, baka po mahihigpitan. Pati yung sa promotion, hihigpitan din namin po na talagang performance-based. Gaya po ng nasabi kanina, hindi po statistics. Halimbawa, kung may nahuli kang mga 40 mga drug addict o pusher, bakit hindi na iwo-work ba kung saan ang galing yung mga droga? Bakit puro mga gramo-gramo ang nahuhuli at bakit hindi natetrace yung pinagmulan? Kagaya po nung halos 1 tonelada na nabanggit niyo po, Ginoong Chairman, hanggang ngayon ay hinahanap namin saan nagmula yung mahigit na 1 tonelada, yung 575 doon sa Baguio. Saan nagmula ito at kailangan din po talaga ng pagbabago sa organisasyon ng PNP. Maraming pong salamat, Chairman.
Okay.
Chairman.
Thank you, Attorney
Mr. Chair.
Bernardo.
Chairman.
Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Anyway, it was already asked by the chairman. So, Commissioner Bernardo, kasi in the statement of Colonel Espinido, he mentioned about cases filed against PNP officers. Now, some of them, cases that was filed was dismissed because allegedly, from Colonel Espinido, IAS or the RIAS was instructed to dismiss all those cases, no, dahil nga, especially the cases that involves war on drugs. Tama po, Colonel Espinido? But in my own information, and I hope it will be confirmed by Napolcom Commissioner, may mga kaso pa ba ngayon na pending either sa inyo or nasa Civil Service Commission with regards to cases that was filed against police officers in the period of 2016 to 2022?
Mr. Chairman, maraming pong salamat. Yung meeting po namin doon sa Internal Affairs, saka doon sa Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management, lumalabas po na halos 99% yung kanilang naimbestigahan mula noong 2016 hanggang 2022 ay na-dismiss na po. Kaya maaaring
Sure that?
Kung narito lang sana yung Inspector General ng Internal Affairs Service, kaninang
Sa IAS. But of course, sa CSC.
Sa CSC, hindi po kami nakatanggap ng ganong ulat sapagkat ang ginawa po ng PNP noon, nag-assume kagad ng jurisdiction ang Internal Affairs. Pinag-assume nila, kaya hindi na po nakapag-imbestiga ang Napolcom at ang Civil Service.
No, pero Paki-check mo po because I have data that there are still pending cases sa CEC under appeal. Once they appeal, siyempre sa CEC, and the appeal is favorable, the decision of CEC is favorable to the accused, babalik po sa inyo, di ba?
I-check po namin kung na-desisyonan na kasi po ng NAPOLCOM, talagang pupunta po ng civil service. Kung ito po ay may penalty. Kung na-dismiss naman po, hindi na na-appeal karaniwan. Pero mag-uulat po muli kami sa susunod na hearing kung ilan man sakali yung mga in-appeal sa civil service at yung mga na-dismiss naman din po sa mga region, kumisan po ang appeal diretso na sa DILG.
Ganito po. Kasi, in one instance, for example, there are cases that was filed against those police officers just because nakalagay ang pangalan nila, mga HBT. While on the other hand, ito naman yung statement ni Colonel Espinido, that's why this is an inquiry enabling station para maayos natin to, that this will not happen again. Kasi, pag nandun ka sa taas, may kapit ka sa taas, dismiss yung kaso mo. Especially IAS. Pero pagdating doon sa mga police officers na nakalagay yung HBT, for whatever reason, hanggang ngayon, sakripisyo po. And I can confirm that because some officers lumapit na po sa atin. And it only corroborate the statement of Colonel Espinido. Siguro ganito lang po. Mr. Chairman, may I request NAPOLCOM to submit to this committee all pending appeals and cases na nasa inyo po at nandun po sa CEC ngayon. Kasi marami pong pending appeal ngayon doon. Ang alam ko lang po ngayon, there are 5. But I think marami pa po.
Yes, Chairman.
Please submit na lang po.
Isasubmit po namin.
Thank you. Now, Chairman, can we ask the Civil Service Commission to be present in the next hearing and for them to submit all cases that was on appeal with the CEC dun sa mga police officers po that has been filed cases since 2016 to 2022.
Comsec, you're directed to invite the COA and CSC, I'm sorry, CSC in the next hearing of the Quad. So,
well, in fact, I have a case now, no, yung nag-report sa akin, NAPOLCOM is given 10 days to answer. Tama, di ba? 10 days. Kung ang appeal, tama, 10 days. Tama po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
10 days.
Kaya medyo may mga data na rin ako, Commissioner. Pero please submit na lang po para for official records and we can check, no? Para matulungan natin ayusin to. Just like the statement of Colonel Espinido kanina.
Yes, Your Honor.
okay.
Mr. Chairman, I have still question in relation to Espinido, but if the chairman will give to the other members to ask question, I will yield my time, Mr. Chairman. My slot, Mr.
Yes,
Chairman.
I think Congressman Raul Manuel has
Wala siya.
signified his intention to ask question, but okay, we will just ask Congressman Caraps to use the time allotted for Congressman Manuel. But before that, just a question kasi napag-usapan yung sa ang tawag doon sa fund na yon ay anong tawag doon sa fund na binibigay nyo sa PNP confidential fund?
No, Mr.
Yung share ng STM.
It's charity fund.
What do you call that fund?
It's a charity fund.
O kasi may
Charged
findings
to charity
may
fund,
findings ang
Mr. Chair.
COA dito na mula ng 2017 hanggang 2022 around 600 million plus has been given to the Philippine National Police. Kaso, ang sabi ng COA dito, wala hong sinasubmit na fund utilization report kung saan napunta yung 600 million. So, maybe in the next, can we communicate with the PCSO and the Philippine National Police and submit to this committee a report on the fund utilization of the funds coming from the PCSO. I'm sure meron kayo din yan sa PCSO, di ba? Every time you remit,
Yes,
may
sir.
records kayo.
Yes,
no?
sir.
Sinasubmit ba ng PNP ang utilization
May
report?
receipt. I cannot recall if na-monitor po ng in charge sa department po, ng charity department.
Okay. Sige,
Mr. Chair.
we will just ask the PCSO at saka ang ating Philippine National Police. Congressman Paduano?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, during the previous hearing, we invited Colonel Patay and Lito Patay and had with me the letter of excuse, no? Because Colonel Patay asked to be excused because there is a conference in Davao and the Chief NP is present. Now, we also invited Colonel Marcos, and I think Colonel Marcos is present in today's hearing.
Yeah,
Si Police Brigadier General Elisar Mata is also present. Please take the seat. Libre naman bakante.
Nag-uot na yan.
While Colonel Carlito Grijaldo was not present because of wrong identity, no? Anyway,
We also invited former PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde, but he has sent to the committee a copy of his medical certificate because he is experiencing hypertension. I don't know what that means, but it says hypertension.
we'll just invite him, Mr. Chair, on the next hearing again.
Yes, we also have a letter coming from former Chief PNP, General Debold Sinas, asking him to be excused because of the death of his sister. And attached in his letter are death certificate and a picture. So,
How about Albayalde, Mr. Chair?
yes, a medical certificate was submitted. He is experiencing hypertension, as I mentioned earlier. And a letter also sent by the Senate Committee on Women, Children, and Family Relations and Gender Equality asking the committee to allow Ms. Cassandra Ong, who is presently detained in the House of Representatives, to allow her to attend the committee hearing on September 17, Tuesday, next week, 10 a.m. So these are the letters that the committee has received. And that's it. Congressman Paduano, you may continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before I ask the PNP, General Katapang, thank you for the submission of the requested documents from your office. But ang tanong ko lang kasi, of course siguro itong August 11, kasi yung nandito is August 14, that happens in the Picol. Yung kay Colonel Bantag, wala dito, no? Because it happens under the watch of...
It was with Mr. Chair, it was with the BJMP.
Tama, BJMP. Now, Mr. Chairman, can we ask the highest official of the BJMP to be present in the next hearing and submit to this committee all the killings that happens under the watch of BJMP in the period of 2016 to 2022, Mr. Chairman? So move.
Can you please repeat the motion, Congressman?
Mr. Chairman, again, I move to invite the highest official of the BGMP in the next hearing and submit to this committee all the incidents of killings now related to drugs in the BGMP coverage area, Mr. Chairman. So move.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion as stated. Duly seconded. Are there any objections? No objections. The motion is approved.
Tapos po, Sir, General Katapang, Can you also submit, kasing sinubmit, of course, kulang po yung motion ko noon to submit all those incidents involving Chinese nationals. But can I ask again, General Katapang, to submit documents of incidents which is related to high-value targets or drug-related cases in the Bucor?
We will comply, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, especially cases na kasing Chinese nandito na eh, yung mga Filipino and police officers that was killed inside the colony.
We will comply, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Now, let me proceed with the statement. Now, I will take off with the statement of Colonel Espinido. Colonel, you mentioned about cases that was filed against police officers. And the recommendation, you're just talking about Region 8, tama?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr.
But
Chair.
your example was just Region 8, but do you believe that it happens all over the country during the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, since the witness, Mr. Chairman, is only knowledgeable about what happens in Region 8, I'll just focus on Region 8. But, Mr. Chairman, just for the record, this will not only stop in Region 8 because may mga nangyari din po sa Zamboanga, may nangyari din po sa Region 6, no?
Yes.
Anyway, with regards to the claims made by Colonel Espinido, question of exonerating police officers involved in the killings or cases filed against them in Region 6. Since Colonel Marcos nandito, nagkaabutan ba kayo doon?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr.
So,
Chair.
nung time na magkasabay kayo dumasahin, what is your position that time?
Chief of Police ako ng Albuera, Your Honor.
You're the Chief of Police of Albuera, where the Espinosa.
Yes, Your
No,
Honor.
Mayor Espinosa was the mayor then.
Yes.
Colonel Marcos, during the time, ano yung position mo doon sa Region 8?
Good evening to this honorable committee, sir. I was the regional chief of the CIDG, sir.
So,
Region 8.
you're the regional director of CIDG that time.
Yes, sir.
And your rank is the time?
Police superintendent, sir, or lieutenant colonel.
Light Colonel. Okay. Doon po sa, nung August 11, 2016, your name was mentioned, ito sa sa newspaper accounts. Your name was mentioned that you're the one that served a search warrant for a certain Alvarez. Is it correct?
Yes, sir. It was a joint operation. Actually, it was led by PRO 8, sir.
PRO 8.
Yes, sir.
With the permission of Congressman Craps, Chair, can I inquire if this gentleman has taken his oath?
Comsec, you have taken your oath, Colonel, no? Naka-oath ka na?
Kanina, sir. Sabay-sabay po
Okay.
kanina.
And that goes the same to General Mata, no? General Mata.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, so ano bang lead unit doon?
Ang Police Regional Office 8, sir. Sila ang lead unit. As a national support unit or a regional support unit,
Pero, okay.
kasama lang po kami sa operation.
Okay. But of course, you're the head of the CIDG during the time. You know the background why Alvarez was issued the search warrant.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, ano yung laman ng search warrant?
It was in possession of shabu or illegal drugs, sir.
Illegal drugs. Okay. But in the newspaper account, namatay siya dahil nanlaban siya. Tama?
Yes, sir. Upon the entry, sir, of the SWAT, RPSB, to include other units of the PRO 8, sir.
To nanlaban.
Yun, sir, ang nangyari kasi wala naman po ako doon sa loob.
Oh, okay. But of course, you're one of the head, di ba?
Opo, sir.
Official doon. So,
Sa isang unit, sir,
question of whatever happens, that's still command responsibility, tama?
it goes with the regional director, sir. Kasi
Of course,
nagkaroon po, sir, ng ah, command briefing before the implementation, sir, of the search warrant.
But you were there.
Kasama po ako, pero I am not part of the entering party, sir.
Yeah, but you were there.
Yes, I was
Okay,
there.
who heads that operation?
Sir?
Most senior official.
It was the chief of the, ang ground commander, sir, it was the regional mobile force, sir.
Sino?
Colonel Rocomora, sir.
Colonel-
Siya, sir, ang designate ni RD.
Is she active until now?
Retired na po, sir.
Mr. Chairman, can we ask, can we invite certain Colonel Rocamora to be present in the next hearing? Yun ba yung Rocamora na taga Iloilo?
I'm not quite sure, sir, kasi
Okay, anyway.
during the command briefing, sir, the regional director, sir, designating him as the ground commander.
Okay. And COMSEC, Mr. Chairman, can we advise the COMSEC to coordinate with the PNP to locate and serve the invitation for a certain retired Colonel Rocamora, Mr. Chairman?
Comsec, please comply.
Okay. Now, doon po dahil CIDG kayo, yung pidig ba kasama doon? The time?
Hindi, sir. Ang kasama doon yung Red Sot,
Sorry?
Regional Anti-Illegal Drugs.
Okay. So, sino talagang may holdings? Because, sino nag-apply ng search warrant? Kasi supposedly, kung drugs ang nakalagay sa search warrant, siyempre, sino may holdings noon? Ikaw, CIDG, or... Please?
Ang tinask po ng region na mag-apply po ng search warrant, yung CIDG po.
CIDG, tama. Kayo po.
Kasi kami po ang may role as a regional support unit. Kami po ang may role para mag-apply ng search warrant.
Correct. And you have also holdings doon sa kay Alvarez, tama?
Meron din po, sir.
Okay. And during the time, Alvarez is one of the top 10 drug lord in the country.
He was on the drug watch list, sir.
Okay.
Oh.
So, sa inyong holdings, saan kumukuha ng droga si Alvarez?
May intelligence information kasi, sir, report, not only coming from the region but also from national headquarters, na Alin Alvarez was getting shipment of shabu from Peter Co in the Bilibid.
Peter Ko.
And the last delivery, sir, was 900 kilos.
900 kilos. Yun ba yung nasa Zambales that time? Yung barko?
Hindi po,
No.
sir. No.
Oh, pero yung 900 kilos, di ba ang nakuha lang doon, that's your information, pero ang na-recover doon is only 20 kilos, I think?
Yes, sir. Based on the information kasi, sir, ang shipment na yon na 900 kilos was delivered during the time of President Aquino pa.
Yeah,
So,
tama.
katapos, sir, nung that time, sir, na diniliberan siya, siguro na-distribute niya yung drugs kasi based doon sa recovery ng cellphone niya, hindi na po nag-remit si Alin Alvarez sa drug money, sir.
Tama.
Hindi na niya ni-remit, sir.
Tama. Kaya this is not conclusive. But there are theories that because Alvarez did not remit the actual amount and that 20 kilos that was recovered, that was the reason of Alvarez sa source niya na-recover daw ng mga pulis yung 900 kilos. But the truth of the matter is that out of the 900 kilos, only 20 kilos was recovered. Pang show cost lang yon. Pang alibay ni Alvarez sa source niya.
Hindi ako quite sure, sir, kung ilan ang recovery or Basta ang information, sir, hindi na, sir, na-remit yung pera.
Okay, anyway. Basta hindi siya mubayad, di ba?
Hindi na, sir, nagbayad.
Nagka-problema siya. And,
Partly, sir, nagbayad siya kasi doon sa recovery ng cellphone niya, sir, the, the money is being remitted by his sister to Nova, Parahinog. Kasi ang shabu, sir, nanggagaling po kay Peter ko, pero diniligate na, sir, kay Kulangko yung pagsip ng shabu. Ang nagko-collect, sir, ng pera ng remittance, si Christy Alvarez, papunta, sir, kay Nova, Parahinog.
okay,
Yun ang-
anyway.
Nandun, sir, yung transaction sa cellphone niya.
Anyway,
And this evidence, sir, was collected, the shabu, including all the evidences, was collected by the SOCO. Kasi yung operation na yun, sir, kanya-kanya po kami ng tasking. Ang tasking lang po ng CIDG doon is to apply for search warrant.
Anyway, Colonel, may mga tsuri kasi, no? May mga tsuri din kasi with regards to it. Ang pinagmulan talaga nun dahil hindi siya bumayad. Hindi siya nag-remit, nang dapat i-remit. Kaya yun, ang napala niya. Yun yung, I am not concluding, I had no conclusion, but yun yung sa grapevine, no? Sa grapevine na nakuha. Now, during your stint as the regional director of CIDG, may case ka ba na inarap noon? As a case filed against you?
Yes, sir. I was filed with a murder case for the death of Mayor Espinosa and Raul Yap.
Sorry, sino yung isa?
Raul Yap, sir. Sa
Raul
provincial jail. Yes,
Yap.
sir. Dalawa
Okay.
sila.
So, Mayor Espinosa and Raul Yap.
Naisuhan po kami ng warrant of arrest doon, sir.
Yeah.
And we were detained.
Ano bang kaso? Murder.
Murder, sir.
So, but you bailed.
We filed for petition for review, sir. It was downgraded to homicide. So, we are able to file bail, sir.
Pero nakulong ka rin.
Yes, sir. 4 months.
How long?
4 months.
Saan?
CIDG detention, sir. Because we applied for retention of the CIDG facility because marami pong kaming nahuli na sa Region 8 na nakakulong sa provincial jail. For security reasons.
Yeah, I understand. Anyway, to Colonel Espinido, I will not put you off. You can answer this, yes or not, or you will not answer my question.
With the honorable chair, sir, excuse po. Our case, sir, was filed by DOJ, but eventually we were sentenced by the court for not guilty. We were acquitted for both counts.
Yeah, you're exonerated in that case.
Na-acquit po kami last October 21. October 6, 2021, sir.
Yeah, October 6, 2021.
None of us was found guilty or na found guilty sa case na yun, sir. We were all
Ilan kayo
acquitted.
ang kinasuhan doon?
19, sir.
19. Pero ikaw
19,
yung...
sir.
Sorry?
19, sir.
19. 19.
Yes, sir.
Ikaw yung highest official.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, gusto ko lang balikan. Colonel Espinido, hindi kailangan sagutin mo ako.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, hindi kailangan. Pero, depende sa'yo kung sagutin mo. Is the cases that was filed and dismissed that you're mentioning is one of those cases na kasama yung kay Colonel Marcos and
None.
the 19?
None, sir.
That is
None.
not,
Wala, hindi kasali si Sir Marco, sir.
that is not part.
Hindi, sir.
So, iba pa yon.
Diba, sir?
Iba pa. Sigurado ka?
Yes, sir. Sa filing of complaint ko sa DOJ, sa RIAS kay uniform personnel at saka sa NIAS, hindi ko natandaan yung pangalan ni Sir Marco, sir.
Okay. Okay. Sige. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, Colonel Marcos, at least, sinabi ni Colonel Espinido na your name was not in the list, no? Sa kanyang memory is what in the list. Doon sa logbook ata, may logbook ano? May logbook siya pero your name was not in the list.
Opo, sir. Hindi naman po talaga, wala naman po talaga yung pangalan ko.
Hindi. You cannot prove it because the list is with Colonel Espinido and coming from the mouth of Colonel Espinido that officers that was filed the cases may dismissal pero na-exonerate because of the order from sa taas. Sandali po. Sandali lang po. Dahan-dahan lang. Basta ang sinasabi ko lang po, pasalamat ka na sinasabi ngayon ni Colonel Espinido na you're not in the list of those officers that was mentioned by him by the orders from taas was exonerated. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now, let me proceed with... wala kasi si Colonel Patay. Kaklase mo ba si Colonel Patay? Hindi, no? Class 96 ka, 97 siya, tama?
Yes, sir. 97 po si Colonel Patay.
Colonel Garma, do you have any knowledge, information, if Colonel Patay has a case?
He told me that he has cases, facing mga cases po. Mr.
May mga
Chair.
cases.
Nagsabi siya noon sa akin, Mr. Chair.
Okay, but you confirm also that he's in the class 97.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, Colonel Marcos, kaklase mo si Colonel Leonardo. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Colonel Leonardo, do you confirm? Nakaklase mo po si ano?
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Do you have also cases that was filed against you? May mga kaso ka ba? Noong nakaraan? Except dun sa before, that's why nag-turn back ka because you confirmed kanina kay Chairman Acop na you have a murder case. Homicide ba yun? O murder? Kaya na-turn back ka?
Ano po, murder po, sir.
Murder. Okay. Pero when after graduation from the PNP and your career, with the PNP until you you retire, do you have a case?
Meron po ako mga cases na naipile sa akin.
Anong cases yun?
Iba-iba po, Mr. Chair. Ito po ay yung mga bunga po ng pagtatrabaho namin. Minsan binabalikan po kami ng kaso, Mr.
Pero ano yun? Murder? Homicide?
Iba-iba po. Meron pong murder.
Hindi nga, tinatanong nga kita,
Meron pong
iba-iba.
murder sa tingin ko po.
Wala ka bang kasong murder?
Meron
During
po.
stint? Colonel, ayaw ko. Tinatanong kita diretso. Kasi ang simpleng sagot dapat, may kaso po ako na murder. May kaso po ako administrative lang. May kaso po.
Apo, meron po.
Napaka-defensive mo agad eh.
Pasensya po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, last na lang to. Now, wala si Colonel Patay. Some of the invitees in the next hearing was moved by Co-Chair Dan Fernandez. Yung mga inibita mo, kanina, nag-move ka to invite them. Ganito lang po. No, I have nothing against class 96 and 97 kasi maraming matitino eh. No, I have no judgment. Well, in fact, Fortaleza was also class 97. Dunggail, now in detention, was also class 97. Kaklase din di ba ma'am? Kaklase mo si Dunggail. They were involved in the kidnapping dun sa Bacolod City, pero drugs din yon. Drugs din. Anyway, ganito. Kanina nung tinanong kayo ni Chairman Acop, on the day of June 28, 2016, you confirmed that you were there in Davao. Tama? Kanina.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Nandun kayo. Nandun yung kaklase mo rin, mga kaklase mo.
Yes, Mr.
Not
Chair.
all, not all.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Colonel Leonardo, you confirm also kanina na nandun kayo, di ba?
Hindi lang po ako sure sa date, Mr. Chair, pero nandun po ako.
Ako,
Mr.
sigurado
Chair.
ako.
Okay po, kung yun po ang ano.
June 28.
Okay po.
Sigurado ako.
ko-confirm
Colonel
po.
Marcos, are you also present during the time, June 28, sa Davao, in that meeting?
I cannot recall, sir, na nakatin ako ng meeting noon that date, sir. Parang wala, sir. Hindi ako sure, sir.
Colonel Leonardo.
Pero pumupunta po ako ng Davao, sir, because of...
Hindi, ito, Colonel Marcos. That was the time, 3 days before President Duterte assumes office.
No, sir, I don't think so. Hindi ako,
Wala ka?
Hindi ako pumunta nung petsa na yan, sir.
Sigurado
Mr.
ka?
Chair.
Colonel Leonardo, is Colonel Marcos present during the time?
Meron
Ikaw lang kumbida eh.
Totoo po yun. Meron pong mga classmate ko na nagpunta po ng Davao.
Oh, is Colonel
Hindi lang po ako
Marcos?
sure doon sa pecha, Mr. Chair.
Sorry?
Hindi lang po ako sure doon sa pecha kung...
Okay, sige, hindi natin pag-usapan petsa. Ganito na lang. Yung sinasabi mo, Colonel Garma, na pagtitipon doon sa Davao, that was June 28. O sige, sabihin na natin. Yung petsa, hindi kayo sigurado. Pero si Chairman Akop, sigurado siya dahil tinanong niya na kanina di ba? Now, etong tanong, anong lugar yon? Colonel Leonardo, anong lugar yon? Saan yon?
Yung...
Oh, Colonel Leonardo,
Teka.
gusto mo ako pa magsasalita? I want you to
nire-recall ko lang po.
truthfully, I want you to truthfully tell this committee.
I will, Mr. Chair.
What?
Just give me a few minutes, a few seconds, Mr. Chair. Nire-recall ko lang po. Pasensya na po.
Saan?
Okay po sa inyo, Mr. Chair.
Saan?
Ang pagkakaalala ko, nagkita-kita po kasi kami dahil...
Hindi, saan muna? Tanong ko saan eh.
Marami pong place na...
Hindi, yung June 28.
Meron...
Ito sabihin ko lang sa iyo Ito, Colonel Pag nagsinungaling ka, pasensyaan tayo dito. O, second floor kayo. Di ba?
Doon po sa may DPWH sa office na unang office po ni PRRD po doon.
Office ni PRRD. Tama?
Tama po.
Okay. So, Colonel Marcos, hindi mo matandaan, wala ka doon? Sigurado ka?
Hindi ko lang po, Mr. Chair, matandaan yung date, pero nasa Davao po ako.
Pero nakapunta ka rin doon.
Nakapunta
Doon
rin.
sa sinasabi ni Colonel Leonardo na lugar?
Opo, nakapunta po
Nakapunta
ako
ka ron. Okay. So, Mr. Chairman, just for the record, nung sinabi ko na nasa second floor, natandaan ka agad ni Colonel Leonardo. At anyway, Mr. Chairman, I hope in the next hearing, sabihin na po nila ng totoo kasi si Chairman Akop has also holdings about your meetings and I hope you will tell all, especially Colonel Leonardo and Colonel Garma. Kasi wala rin, may ipit din kayo dito just in case, alam niya ni Chairman Akop. I am giving you the chance, Colonel Leonardo.
Kino-confirm ko na po na...
Oo nga, pati yung meetings nyo. Gusto mo, isabihin ko pa sa iyo, Chairman Akop, sabihin ko yung kung paano kayo nilagay. Chairman Akop, do you give me the...
Kino-confirm ko na po, Mr. Chair.
Kino-confirm mo? Anyway, Mr. Chairman, into ko muna kasi I will just give them time also. Chairman Akop, okay lang ba? Okay lang sa iyo? Na I will just give them time na wag muna.
Your choice, Mr.
Thank
Chairman.
you, thank you. Mr. Chairman, Colonel Leonardo, alam mo, bibigyan ko kayo, mag-isip kayo ni, especially kayo, Colonel Garma. Kasi, ayaw din namin. Pero ako, tandaan nyo, we're doing this for the country. No? Ako, hindi naman ako tatakbo na eh. Chairman Barbers, hindi rin eh. But we're doing this for the country and I hope all of us should cooperate. Kasi, Colonel Leonardo, kung ikaw, anak mo, kapatid mo, asawa mo, grandson, granddaughter mo, ilista lang, nailagay sa drug list. Tapos, ambusin. Tapos, alubad sa atin, tanggalin yung pangalan. Oh, it happens. Di ba? Kaya kanina sinasabi mong successful yung drug war, I don't believe in that. Ako, ayaw ko mangyari yun. We are doing this in aid of legislation so that we can legislate in the House, in this 19th Congress, para hindi na mangyari in the future generation, in the future administration, whoever sits in this government. Eh, ginagamit yung pulis. Diba? Kawawang pulis. Eh, sabi nga ni Colonel Espinido, mabuti nga. Ako, hindi rin ako naniniwala doon sa sinabi ni Colonel Espinido noong nakaraan that the PNP is the biggest group, crime group in this country. Kasi maraming matitinong pulis. But of course, kung politika na, ayun ang problema. Diba? And I hope next hearing, pagtutulungan natin to. Kasi ako, sinasabi ko na, I don't want that my family, that my daughters, sons, granddaughters, grandchildren, na maranasan nila ang ganitong pangyayari. 6 years of dark era in this country. Eh, thousands yung namatay. Kaya ako, Mr. Chairman, I will just end this interpretation of this representation, but I hope in the next hearing, sana po, the resource persons will cooperate. And again, I have nothing against, ang dami ko pong kilalang class 96 din, ang dami ko rin kilalang class 97, class 98, yung kinakapatid ko po, class 2000, marami po akong kilala na matitinong pulis. Oo. Marami po akong kilala. Kaya lang, ang sinasabi ko nga, I hope we are doing this for the country and we are doing this for the next generation. As of now, Mr. Chairman, yun lang po. Thank you.
Thank you for
Mr.
your
Chair.
short
Mr. Chair.
interpellation, Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, Congressman Abante.
Abante muna, dahil
Ilan
letter
po?
A.
Congressman Abante
Letter
and
A.
Congressman Fernandez.
Letter A ako eh, letter D ka.
Sige, sunod na ako sa letter AB at saka
Oo.
AC ang susunod.
Kaya na.
Malayo yung FER eh.
Gusto ko lang tanungin po si General Mata, no? Sapagkat kanina pa siya naghihintay eh. Ano po ang inyong posisyon sa Philippine National Police?
Good evening, sir. Good evening to this honorable committee. I am now the director of the PNP Drug Enforcement Group, Your
Ano
Honor.
po yon? Director po ng
The PNP Drug Enforcement Group, Mr.
PIDEG.
Mr.
Oo.
Chair, Your Honor, sir.
Nakikialam din po ba kayo sa mga kaso ng extrajudicial killings?
When it comes to the prosecution, the PDIG is only tasked to undertake intensified anti-illegal drug operation.
Not the prosecution, but to investigate. May pakialam ba kayo dyan? Because it also pertains to drugs, General?
When I assume this office last May, when I was not able to onboard an EJK investigation, Your Honor, sir.
How about the CIDG? Colonel po kayo, no? Colonel Marcos?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, saan po kayo assigned sa CIDG?
Sa SOCSAR din po, sir. Region 12. Ngayon.
Saan po?
Ngayon po, sir. Sa Region 12 po, sir.
Region 12. Perhaps we could be able to invite Mr. Chair, the CIDG head in Metro Manila and the NCR, no? In the next meeting. Mr. Chair, can we invite in the next hearing the CIDG head of NCR?
What year, Your Honor?
Today?
I'd like to ask him some questions.
It's NCR.
General Artates, oh yes.
Okay. So, COMSEC,
Because
please.
during that time, he was also involved in the past. I mean, he was a colonel. He was a colonel or a major during that time. Anyway, I'd like to ask Mr. Chair, Vice Chair Bernardo, no? You said that yung mga promotions ng mga police natin, performance-based. Hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Yung huling usapan po namin ni Chief PNP na hindi na sila magre-rely sa statistics. At nagkasundo po kami na kailangan makita yung crime situation tsaka yung overall peace and order. Hindi lang po yung dating arrest quota. Yun po yung nabago ngayon.
Sana po, character-based din, no? Hindi lang performance-based. Kasi nakikita po natin na ang pinaka-big post pa ng EJK at ng drugs, head pa ng Philippine National Police. Yun po ang kinalulungkot ko dito. Tungkol po naman sa internal affairs. Sapagkat nung hearing po natin sa Committee on Human Rights, ang sinabi ng internal affairs, they are only investigating administrative cases. But in their charter, they can also investigate criminal cases. Pwede po ba na dapat imbestigahan po nila ang criminal cases ng ating mga kapulisan?
Totoo po yun. Doon sa PNP, Republic Act 8551, nakasaad doon, they can file cases before the court na. Kaya magko-coordinate lamang po sa National Prosecution Service. Naniniwala po kami nung huling naming usapan kay IG Dulay na sabi niya, malaking trabaho ito, pero kung yun daw nakasaad sa batas, tutugunan na rin daw nila. Kaya bumibuelo na rin po sila ngayon na
Mr. Chair, we'd like to find out, no, the next hearing, we would like to invite the head of the IAS, no, as we again investigate the EJK, because it's quite important that he will tell us how many cases have been filed, not only administratively, but also criminal cases on the issue of the EJK.
Yes, Your Honor, sasabihin din po namin na magayak sa susunod na hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Salamat po.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. Congressman Fernandez.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, since we cannot really ask so many questions, no? And it's already 9 p.m. So before I move for the suspension, let's allow Chairman Acop
Congressman
to
Acop.
speak.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I ask Colonel Marcos, saan po ang assignment ninyo?
Mr. Chair, CIDG po, Region 12, sir.
Region 12. How long have you been the head of CIDG Region 12?
Bali, na-reassign po uli ako doon last...
My question is, how long have you been with Region 12 CIDG?
Itong present, sir, bali more than a year, sir. Since may relief because nagkaroon po ako...
Teka, Colonel. Ang tanong ko, how long have you been with CIDG Region 12?
Kung accumulated, sir, mula nung after ako na transfer, after, sir, nakabil ako nung 2017 ng July or June, sir, kung accumulated siya, sir, more than 5 years na, sir. Pero na-transfer na rin po ako ng Region 10, CIDG. Nabalik po ako ng Region 12. Bali, naputol-putol po siya. Pero in accumulation, sir, more than 5 years.
Taga saan po ba kayo?
Region 8, sir. Tacloban.
Region 8. Anyway, pag tinitingnan ko yung PDS mo, paborito mo lugar yung Region 12 CIDG. Tama siguro ako. Tama?
Not necessary, sir, naman na paborito. Nataon lang, sir, na siguro walang interesado masyado doon ma-assign.
Marami.
Kasi by the time, sir, nung...
Marami nag-interest doon.
Okay.
Panahon ni Gerald Karamat. Pero
yes,
hindi
Mr.
ka
Chair.
maalis ni Gerald Karamat. I do not know the reason why.
Isa sa reason, sir, Region 12 was the best regional office for the past 2 years.
Ang daming naging best provincial commander pero hindi sila nagtagal na provincial commander eh.
Yes, sir.
So that is not a valid reason.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Nagtataka lang ako doon sa PDS mo eh. Yal Karamat, you know the provisions of Republic Act 9184. General Mata.
No, sir.
Alam po ninyo. Meron ba nakakaalam kung nung Republic Act 9164?
Anti-money laundering yata yung 9164.
9165.
Drugs, 9165.
Hindi mo alam. Eh, yung 9165, alam mo?
Yes, sir, 9165.
Ano po ang nakalagay doon sa batas regarding your units operations vis-a-vis PIDEA?
The PDEA is the lead agency when it comes to anti-illegal drugs, while the PNP is the support.
And what do you understand by that provision? That the PIDEA is the lead agency when it comes to anti-illegal drug operations?
Yes, sir. Every time we have an operation, we are required, or there's a need for us to coordinate with the PIDEA, Your Honor, sir.
Meron bang PIDEA team na assigned sa PIDEG?
None, Your Honor.
None? Is that true, DG Lasso?
It's not true, sir. We have one team dedicated to be with the PIDEG.
Sino ngayon na nagsasabi sa inyong dalawa? Ang totoo. General, ano? Sino nagsasabi ng totoo sa inyong dalawa?
As far as I'm concerned, Your Honor, sir,
Ha?
there is a team of PIDEG and PIDEA working in airport for interdiction operation in airport, sir.
Doon
But
lang sa airport.
assigned per se in my unit, I don't think so that we have in our roster or record that we have PIDEA personnel.
DG Lasso, could you explain your
Yes, Your Honor.
statement?
Yes, Your Honor. What happened during the time of PIDEG Director Bartolome is that, as agreed upon, I had one team of PIDEA embedded with operatives from PIDEG. In fact, we provided them with vehicles and motorcycles to conduct joint operations, particularly in Metro Manila. At that time, since it was the time of General Bartolome, the team leader then was, let me just refer to my notes here. During the time of Bartolome, the team leader was Police Captain Jornadal. However, when the group of General Mata took over, Jornadal was, or Hornadal was replaced with Captain Kuanan. And slowly, Captain Kuanan diverted from the conduct of operations to the point that, of course, after PIDEG would do their coordinations with PIDEA and a coordination number would be given, they would only call PIDEA after the takedown. And that is why, this is the reason why I said there was a change of scheme of operations. And I think that's the reason why the new team doesn't know, because what happened now was that with Captain Kwanan, now the team leader of the PIDEG team, working with the PIDEA team, the PIDEA team is just, on standby in the office. And when there would be
Mr. Chair,
operations...
I'd
they
like
would-
to remind General Lasso to please always
Yes.
go to the chairman before
Yes, I'm sorry,
answering.
Mr. Chairman. I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman. Yes. So, Mr. Chairman, if going back, the scheme then was that the team of Fornadal and the team of Pidea would be working together all the time. But when the team of General Mata came in and Captain Kwanan became the team leader of the PIDEG team, they were no longer working together, Mr. Chairman. So parang naka-standby na lang po dun sa yung team ko, naka-standby na lang dun sa PIDEA, tapos tatawagin na lang nung PIDEG kapag tapos na yung takedown. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
And so, hindi na po kami masyadong nagpa-participate masyado. Hindi na kami, we didn't want to join their operations anymore because we were never part of the whole operation. We would only be called after the takedown. So, we were a bit worried.
Yes, sir.
So, that is what happened, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. DG Lazo, would you know if a certain Jonathan Chua is in the anti-illegal drug list wanted persons?
Your Chairman, the name rings a bell. And I don't know if he is really wanted, but I think the name is a drug personality.
And General Mata, do you know a certain Jonathan Chua?
Not as of this time, sir. I haven't encountered his name.
When would be the time that you would know him?
I will, because there's a lot of personality in our list, sir.
Ay, lumulusot ka naman, iho eh. Tinanong ko na nga yung PIDEA kung...
No, sir. I do not know as of this time that we have that kind of list, Jonathan Chua, sir.
So as of this point in time, you do not know
Yes.
a certain Jonathan Chua. Okay. May I know if in September 9, nasaan yung SOU 3 mo? Madam, siguro mas magaling na maupo po kayo para mas mabilis tayo. Gabi na eh.
Yes. September 9, Lunes yun ah. If that's on Monday, sir, September 9, they were in Imus, Cavite, Your
Can
Honor.
we invite your assistant to sit beside
Yes,
you,
sir.
please? Go ahead.
9, Monday.
You were in Cavite?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Imus, Cavite?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Why?
We had an operation there in Barangay Pasong Buaya and another operation by SOU 3 in Barangay Bahay Tubig. Yes, sir. I will double check my record, sir.
Ha?
We have an operation there in
In one night,
two operations.
sabi ko, one
Yes.
night, hindi ko naman tinatanong yung operation eh. Inunahan mo ako, iho.
Yes, sir.
In one night, 2 operations sa isang bayan sa Cavite.
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Yes. And ang nahuli po ninyo ay, 110 kilograms
Yes, Your Honor.
sa
Pasong
isang
Buaya.
operation.
Opo.
And doon sa isa,
4 kilograms, Your Honor.
yes, 4 kilograms. Kasi may nag-text sa akin na ito ay galing sa certain Jonathan Chua na hinuli pero in-release, kinuha yung droga na dala-dala niya.
Uh, in where operation, Your Honor, sir, may I, cause if that happen, that is not acceptable. And me, myself, I always...
That is why you were there, and you should know
Yes.
whether the operation was done properly or not.
Yes, sir. It was done properly. I came first on Barangay Paso Buaya, who we confiscated 110 kilograms of shabu. And afterwards, we proceeded in Barangay Bahay Tubig. I'm not sure of the ano, sir.
I'm asking this question,
Yes, sir.
Mata, because ang pagkaalam ko kasi, nung create ang PDEA, na-abolish yung NARCOM ng police, at ang intention ng batas ay yung small street crimes regarding illegal drugs sa police, pero pag yung malalaki, yung high value, ay doon sa PDEA.
Yes, sir.
Hindi ba ganun talaga?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Wala namang inabolish nga yung NARCOM command nun. Kaya lang, may malikot ang isip na Chief PNP, nag-form siya ng task force against illegal drugs.
Yes, sir.
Pero nag-evolve yan, pati malalaki, pinakikialaman nyo na, wala nang PDEA na kasama. Di ba?
Not true, Your Honor. Last time when we apprehended the Pakistani national...
What is not true? Yung,
Yes, sir. We have
yung
PDEA
sistema?
with 47 kilograms of ketamine. We have PDEA, and when we apply search warrant...
Dito, sa kwan
This
ito.
time, sir, ay lang ang medyo na ano, sir.
Dito?
Medyo wala. Dito sa trabaho na to, I admit talaga wala to, sir. And that I will check to my operatives, Your Honor, sir.
You see to it that you do something
Yes,
about it
I
because
will
I
conduct-
am watching.
Yes, Your Honor, sir. I will conduct a thorough investigation with this information I received.
Papahanap ko kung nasaan yung si Jonathan Chua.
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Kasi alam ko, kakilala mo eh. Sa totoo lang, yes. Huwag kang
Honestly-
ngiti-ngiti. Baka
honestly,
mawala yan pag
I-
may produce ko yung tao.
Honestly,
Now,
I do not know, Your Honor, sir.
Are you a suspect also in the ICC case?
My name was placed
Hindi, sagutin mo yung tanong
Yes,
ko.
Your Honor, sir. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Kaya magdahan-dahan ka, iho.
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Because, as I've said a while ago, there is always a time for reckoning. Maybe your reckoning is not now. Baka sa banda-banda roon, iho. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Congressman Acop. Short question lang ulit bago natin itapusin. Gusto ko lang mag-clarify. Yung General Mata, meron bang drug list?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Si General Sandoval, meron bang drug list?
Sa part ng DIDM, sir, wala naman kami, sir. Purely
Walang drug list?
Sa DIDM part, sir, wala.
No, yeah, I know. But you're a member of the Philippine National Police and you know that there is what they call the drug list. Are you
Yes.
aware that there is a drug list?
Yes, Your Honor.
So alam mo, meron.
Yes, sir.
Si Colonel Marcos, meron bang drug list?
Since po sir na-assign po ako ng Police Regional Office 8 way back 2015 na nag-OICR1 po ako, nag-assign po ako ng Lambat Sibat. Meron na po tayong listahan ng yung target list.
Ano
watch
nakalagay
list.
doon? Yung mga high value targets?
Opo sir, lahat ng listahan ng mga involved sa drugs, drug lords, including...
So drug lords?
Oh, yes sir.
Sa karir mo, ilan ang nahuli mong drug lord? Sa ilang years ka na sa police?
30 years sir.
In your 30 years as a member of the Philippine National Police, ilan ang na-apprehend mong drug lord?
Ang na-operate ko lang po si Mayor Espinosa at saka yung Espinosa Group, sir. Kasi...
Hindi, yun lang. Tanong ko lang. So, sino? Mayor Espinosa?
Oh, sir. At
Okay.
saka
Aside from Mayor Espinosa, wala na?
Wala na po, sir. I never been assigned in a drug unit, sir, in my career. Ang first time lang po ako na nag-operate ng illegal drugs when I was assigned with CIDG because it was still on the flagship project ng CIDG ang Oplan Berta. Pero
Sige, okay. Okay na tayo doon.
It was the first
Basta I
time
just wanted you to confirm kung meron bang drug list. Kasi sabi ni General Mata, meron. Sabi ni General Sandoval, meron. Kaya tinanong kita, meron bang drug list?
meron po, sir.
Yes
Kasi
or no?
We,
Yes.
we
Okay.
conduct always a conference on that, sir.
Okay, pwede bang matanong, DG Lasso, is there such a list called the drug list?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
We
thank
have
you.
two.
Thank you. Colonel Leonardo, meron bang drug list?
Yes, Your Honor. Meron.
Colonel Garma, meron bang drug list?
Yes, Your Honor.
Colonel Espinido, meron bang drug list?
I have here, sir, list.
Okay. Sinong gumagawa ng drug list? Colonel Garma, sinong gumagawa ng drug list?
Mr. Chair, pwede bang i-submit ni Colonel Espinido? Dala niya yung drug list
We will ask him to submit that later, Your Honor. But I'm just...
Yes, sir. Based on my experience, Mr. Chair, as station commander, kami po sa station ay naglilista po.
Naglilista ang station.
Yes, sir. Based sa TI namin, sa mga nahuli.
What is TI?
Mga
Tactical
interrogation or
interrogation.
investigation po, disclosure of suspects that are arrested, or information coming from assets and agents.
So this is done sa
Level ng
level ng ano?
police station, pinakamababa po sa station.
So kaya malalaman natin sa isang jurisdiction, isang police station, alam natin kung ilan yung drug lords, ilan yung drug users, pushers, ganyan. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Sinasubmit po namin sa TASTO, then there is a sharing of intelligence. Kaya kung minsan, yung information ng nasa taas, nakukuha din namin sa baba kasi naayos po namin na nasa area namin yung operation nila. So naisasama din po namin yung intel ng ibang unit.
Okay. Si Colonel Leonardo,
Mr. Chair.
where does the list come from?
Nagsisimula po sa mga station, sa mga pati po barangay minsan nagpo-provide din po.
So sa station, sinasubmit yan ng mga police sa area.
Apo, from the station, isasabit na po yan pataas.
And the station determines sino yung drug lord, sino yung pusher. May difference ba yung pusher sa drug lord? I want to get a categorical answer sa kanila. Kasi kayo ang nakakaalam. Meron bang difference yung pusher do sa drug lord?
Mas higher level po, I think, yung drug lord, Mr. Chair.
Again?
Meron po kasing pusher na nagbebenta. Pag nagbenta po, kahit 1 gramo lang, pusher na po yun.
So pag
Once a seller, Mr. Chair, pusher na po. Once caught selling, in the act of selling, pusher na po yun.
And then,
yung drug lord is, I believe, mas higher level po. Yung mga certain amount of drugs confiscated from the suspect, then he will be considered,
so
considered drug lord.
merong large amount of drugs before a person is considered a drug lord? Ganun ba ang...
I think so, Mr. Chair.
Okay. In your career, Colonel Leonardo, ilan ang drug lords ang nahuli mo?
Marami-rami rin po, Mr. Chair. Hindi ko lang po mabilang kung ilan. Pero marami-rami po, Mr.
Pag
Chair.
drug lord. Drug lord
may
yan, ha?
drug lord po, may pusher. Meron din pong user.
Hindi. Ang tanong ko, ilan drug lords ang identified mo at nahuli mo yun, in your entire PNP career?
Mahigit pong 10 masasabi ko. Safe po ako ng
And they're
mahigit 10.
now all in jail.
Meron pong...
May buhay pa ba doon sa 10?
Meron din pong may namatay po.
Okay.
Meron naman pong nakakumbikta.
Kasi ang tanong ng taong bayan ganito Marami tayong nahuhuli. And this is a statement that I'm sure the PNP knows and the PIDEA knows and the NBI knows. Marami tayong nahuhuling drugs. Pero wala tayong nahuhuli. Maraming beses na ang nahuhuli ay yung mga street peddlers. Pero yung mga ulo, yung mga drug lords, ay hindi natin nahuhuli. Ngayon, there's now a, a hypothesis na bakit hindi nahuhuli yung mga malalaki? Kasi pinakakawalan sila in exchange of the large volume of drugs na nahuhuli sa kanila. Nahuli sa kanila, kukunin nila yung drugs, pakakawalan nila yung drug lord. Pagkatapos nun, tatawagin yung mga pusher, ali kayo, benta, benta, benta kayo sa kalsada. Kailangan in 1 week, mag-remit kayo. Pag hindi kayo nag-remit, huhulihin namin kayo. That was the kalakaran. And that is the comments made by our people. Kaya nga, tinanong ko, ilan ang drug lord na huli natin? Di ba? Si Colonel Marcos, are you related to the President?
Apelido lang po, sir.
So, kasi maputi ka eh.
Yes po, American po ang mother ko, sir.
Okay. Sinabi mo kanina na si Espinosa lang nahuli mong drug lord.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero sa mga street peddlers, marami kang nahuli, I'm sure.
Marami po, sir, kasi naging commander po ako ng Manila Police District.
Ilan ang na-dismiss sa mga nahuli mo? Lahat yan, I'm sure, nakasuhan nyo, 9165, di ba? Meron bang nakasuhan?
Parang I've been a commander for more than 5 years in Manila Police District. I can only recall one, sir.
So you only can recall one that
Na
was
na-dismiss.
charged,
Na-dismiss ang kaso.
na-dismiss. Bakit?
Yes.
Section 21. Anong
11, sir.
Section 11 nyo hinuli, pero anong reason for the dismissal? Would you know?
Yes, sir. I know that because I was able to pinag-explain po ako dyan. Yung operatiba po na in custody with the evidence, nung sinubmit po sa court, hindi po siya nag-countersign.
Laging ganon eh. And that's a normal reason.
Pero isa lang po yun, sir. Yun ang natatandaan ko, sir. Hindi yung operatiba, iniwan yung ebidensya sa investigador, in-inquest niya, pero yung ebidensya, hindi nakapag-countersign yung arresting officer doon sa evidence.
So, okay. So, yan ang nangyayari, no? Kung bakit nadidismiss. Ngayon, General Mata, you know these stories, di ba? Alam mo kung bakit nadidismiss yung mga kaso. Kasi minsan, yung mga pulis na kasama dun sa operation sa anti-illegal drugs, iniiwan lang sa investigador yung mga ebidensya. And alam natin na madidismiss yan. Di ba? And being the head of PIDEG, siguro dapat i-orient mo ulit ang iyong mga membro sa PIDEG. No, na dapat kapag tayo ay nag-file ng kaso, maging successful naman yung kaso.
Yes, sir. Actually, we adhere to the DC-20, sir. We also coordinated our every operation to the DOJ.
Make sure also, General Mata,
Yes, sir.
so that you will not violate the law. Lahat ng anti-drug operations must be closely coordinated with PIDEA, and that's what the law says, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Medyo itong nangyari lang sa amin sa Cavite, sir. Ano to continuous surveillance, nagkaroon lang ng na hindi sila napasama. Pero yung last operation...
Pagka-surveillance ba, nagse-surveillance kayo, hindi nyo ini-inform ang PIDEA?
Yes, sir. Kasi informed sila, pero hindi na sila actual kasama. Sa negation phase, kasama sila, sir. In fact, may dalawa kaming search warrant sa Bulacan, kasama sila, it turned out to be negative lang eh.
Okay.
Talagang dito lang medyo nag-fail, sir. Tsaka rest assured, i-correct ko, sir, yun.
Sige, dito sa aming re-recommendang batas.
We will conduct investigation.
Yes, please. In the
Yes, sir.
legislation that this committee will recommend, will make sure na magiging liable kayo
Yes, Your Honor.
kung hindi kayo magko-coordinate with PIDEA.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because that is a provision of Republic Act 9165. And you all know that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Diba? Okay, so
Yes, sir.
thank you. So, Congressman Dan Fernandez, your favorite
Chair.
motion?
Nakatanggap kami ng data kay General Bakay on those drug lords na napatay. Nakalagay po doon, I do not know if you have these listings also currently, no? Meron drug lord, ayan, meron drug lord, merong financier, merong maintainer, merong operator, merong pusher, merong user. Meron po ba kayo, General Mata, meron po ba kayo ng ganitong klaseng data? Na-validate po ba nyo ito?
I haven't seen
Meron ba
that,
kayo ganitong klaseng data?
What we have in our data, sir, is HBI list of drug personalities.
Ano po yung
High value individual and street level individual.
Hindi, ito, kompleto po ito eh. Paki-ano lang po sa amin, tanong mo ha? Oh, sinubmit po ito. Hindi
Yes,
na
sir.
bakay sa
Yes, sir.
amin.
I will
Ito
look
po
into
yung
that.
mga napatay, died in police operations from July 1, 2016 to June 30, 2022. Ang drug lord, ang napatay 21. Ang financier, ang napatay 9. Ang maintainer, ang napatay 18. Ang operator, ang napatay 12. Ang pusher, ang napatay 7,173. Ang user, napatay din 440. A total of 7,640. Meron po ba kayong ganitong listahan? Hindi
yes,
po
Your
yung
Honor.
died in police operations, pero na-revalidate nyo itong mga listahan na ito at active pa ho ito at nasa kulungan ba ito o nakasuhan po ito? Meron ba kayong ganyan listahan?
Meron po, Your Honor.
Pakisubmit nyo po sa amin na listahan kung meron kayo.
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Kinakailangan po, yung talagang...
Actually, our list is included already in that list you have, sir.
I don't think so.
Consolidated.
No, hindi pa. I don't think so. Sapagkat ito hanggang June 30, 2022 to Ang kailangan namin ngayon, yung pong ganitong klaseng category, pero validated, kinasuhan, nakakulong, at awol. Yun po ang gusto namin malaman.
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Tulad po nito, General Mata, ang sinabit po sa amin ni Colonel Espinido, recapitulation of PRRD's list. Meron po ba kayo nito?
Yes, Your
Nakalagay
Honor.
po,
Yes.
elected public officials, validated, what's listed? 12. For validation, 1. Killed, 5. Ano itong Ayun, DUI. Under investigation, 1. Arrested, 2. Surrendered, 4. 12 cases at large, 1. May civilians, 132. Ang what was listed. PNP personnel, 52. Meron po ba kayo ng ganitong listahan?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Pwede bang pakisubmit yun sa amin?
We will-
Tulad ng
we
ginawa
will-
po ni Colonel Espinido.
Yes, sir. We will submit it.
Pwede rin po ba, Colonel Marcos? Meron po kayong listahan yan.
Wala po akong listahan, Mr. Chair.
Wala kayong listahan ganito.
Wala
Paano
po.
nyo masasabihin sa may listahan kayo?
Yung sinabi ko po kanina, yung tungkol po sa ginagawang validation ng PRO8 na which I attend regularly. Dinidiscuss po yan ng committee kung sino po yung mga nakalista na drug lords.
May listahan
drug
kayo doon sa Socsargen, di ba? Si IDG chief kayo doon Mr. Chair.
Sa ngayon po, Mr. Chair, ang CIDG do not maintain already a list of drug personality because
Why?
operation on illegal drugs is already not part of our mandate. Since 2008.
So meron ng isang ahensya sa PNP tulad ninyo na nag-ooperate sa drugs.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr.
DJ
Chairman.
Lasso. DJ Lasso, Mr. Chair.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Pwede po ba nabigyan nyo kami listahan din sa inyo? na nabanggit ko.
Can I say something, Mr. Chairman?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Ito po yung problema natin sa droga. Kasi po, wala po tayong watch list. Wala, kanya-kanya po kami. Kaya yung format ninyo, iba doon sa format nila.
Eh bakit itong kay Colonel Speedo merong watchlisted?
Meron, Mr. Chairman, there is. Pero when I took over as PIDEA, I wanted to look at a national watch list wherein all the
DJ
inputs
Lasso, mayroon pang sinasabi, yan ang sinasabi namin dito, na nakakawala ang ibang mga drug bust ninyo at nabalitaan pa namin na kung kayo, PNP, PIDEA, nakahuli ng 1,000 kilograms, ang nire-report lamang si media 200. Totoo ba yon?
it can happen, Your Honor.
Oh, it can happen. It can happen. It's not only it can happen, DJ Lasso. It is happening. It is
Yes, Your
happening. Oh.
Yes, Your Honor.
At ibinebenta ng mga pulis natin ang mga nakuha nilang mga drugs. Na ang tanong ko ganito, kaya kinakailangan, DJ Lasso, meron po kayong listahan yan. What's listed for validation, arrested, surrendered, nawawala o kinakasuhan. You have to have a list of that para malaman po natin ito. Pwede po ba, DJ Lasso?
Your Honor, that is why I was calling the office. We have scheduled a national workshop involving all the agencies of government that have holdings on narcotics.
Involving all the agencies,
Yes.
law enforcement agencies.
Not only law enforcement.
Do you think the Philippine National Police will attend?
They are invited to attend.
They are invited.
In fact,
They should be directed to attend because you're the lead agency for drugs.
Yes,
They should be directed to attend, Mr. Chair, because you are the lead agency on drugs.
Yes, they must
They
attend.
should not only be invited. General Mata, do you agree with that? General Mata, you should be directed to attend because they're the lead agency. Do you agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Okay, therefore, the PIDEA will hold a, what do you call that?
It's a
summit.
national drug summit, Mr. Chairman.
And therefore, if you are directed to attend, you're going to attend, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir. We are always attending.
All
If
right,
ever
so he
we
is
are
promising.
invited, Your Honor.
Kailan po mangyayari yan?
September 23, 24, and 25.
Pag
Mr.
hindi
Chairman.
nangyari yan, pakisabi nyo sa amin.
Sir, they will be attending because we are following the PNP just conducted their regional summits all over the country.
Mr. Chair, the reason why, until now, can you imagine the war on drugs that the former president promised to solve in 6 months took him 6 years. And in the process, killed more than 36,000 people. Now, we still have drugs today. Wala pang 1,000 napapatay. General Mata, am I right?
Yes.
Pero nakakahuli
Mr. Chair, sir.
kayo.
Yes.
Now, bakit? Bakit? Palagay ko, ang karamihan dito, Mr. Chair, mga kapulisan to. Nahuhuli nyo, pero hindi lahat ng inyong nahuhuli ay talagang nasasakotin ninyo. Ibig sabihin, merong nakakawala diyang mga drugs, Mr. Chair. Kaya meron pa rin drugs eh. Kaya sinasabi ko, while Colonel Espinido here said, at sinabi po niya na siya humingi ng paumanhin na sinabi niya na ang Philippine National Police ay biggest criminal organization. Oo, nagpaumanhin siya. Hindi totoo. Sa akin, mukhang totoo. Until otherwise, DJ Lasso, General Mata, until otherwise, you truly address the drug problem in this country and stop it, maniniwala po ako that the Philippine National Police holds the biggest drug syndicate in this country. Mr. Chair, Colonel Leonardo, sabi niya may listahan kayo ng mga ng mga drugs watch list, di ba? Kailan yon? Panahon nyo o ngayon?
Nung panahon po namin, Mr. Chair.
Therefore, nung panahon nyo, ano po yung, nung kayo station commander ba o ano?
Meron po nung station commander ako, meron din po nung ako'y
CIDG.
CIDG po.
Ayun, CIDG po kayo ng ano?
Sa Davao City, Combal, Del Sur.
So meron kayo listahan?
Meron naman po lahat, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Gusto namin malaman dito kung sino yung current na kapalit ninyo sa CIDG. Mr. Chair, I would like to air a warning to each of you in the Philippine National Police. The moment nakaamoy kami na merong involved sa drugs, ang ilang mga police officers namin, papatawag po namin dito. Papatawag po namin dito. Papatawarin namin, pero ipoprosecute namin. Ayos ba yun? Nakalagay sa Bible yun.
Oo nga eh.
Hindi kayo maaari makatakas sa prosecution. Pagpapatawad, okay. Pero I would like to air a warning, Mr. Chair. The moment na kami ay makaamoy na merong Philippine National Police personnel na involved dito sa drugs na ito, ipapatawag namin dito at isasama namin sa investigasyon, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Bante. Congressman Fernandez.
Okay, so maraming pong salamat. Maganda naman po yung ating pinag-uusapan and I hope that the PNP organization, no, kasi a while ago I was a bit confused about this list, no? Merong list si Esperido, may list sa PIDEA, wala silang list. So I was in a quandary dahil nga since na para bang magulo po yung listahan, so medyo confusing. And I think I must agree also with the Chairman Bante in so much as the real situation of our organization, yung ating pong mga kapulisan ay at stake in here. So they must be also truthful because there are these hypotheses that was mentioned by our chairman with regards to these drugs that are being apprehended by our PIDEA. And then suddenly, mawawala. And then, we have to subject our PNP organization in a cleansing scheme that we are starting right now. I hope that there will be a reset, Mr. Chairman, because our country need badly the change that need to be done. And with that, Mr. Chairman, before I move for the suspension, Mr. Chairman, may we allow to invite the former mayor of Iloilo, Mayor Jed Mabilog, and at the same time, we invite also, a while ago, Chairman Abante moved to invite the chief CIDG, NCR. And I told him that the chief NCRPO was Nartates. I was wrong. So it is Colonel Noel Alino, no? Chief CIDG ng NCR. So we will be inviting him in the next hearing. And with that,
Mr. Chair, I also would like to invite sana the former General Peralta and the former General Medina to this hearing because I believe they have something to say.
Okay.
Former CIDG yun, Chairman Abante. I think.
Chairman, just for the information of the Honorable Committee, ang understanding ko po, ano man information, the new CIDG sa NCRPO has just been assigned. No, so better we will also invite the previews. Kasi I think siguro mga 1 buwan o 2 buwan pa lang yung CIDG. Colonel, kilala mo yun? Kilala mo yun? Di ba? Kilala mo yung CIDG ngayon na naka-assign, si NCRPO? Kilala mo?
Pakiulit po, Mr. Chair. Pasensya na po.
Hindi, kilala mo. Nagbubulungan nga kayo eh.
Opo. Hindi po, meron po kami.
Kilala mo si Bong Alinyo?
Bong Alinio.
Yeah, Colonel Bong Alinio. He was just assigned as CIDG NCRPO. His name was mentioned to be invited, but okay, Mr. Chairman, class 98 siya eh, di ba? Class 98. You're not familiar?
Parang familiar po, Alinio.
Familiar ka?
Familiar po.
Okay.
Marami
Anyway,
po
Mr.
kayo.
Chairman, while we will invite Colonel Alinio in the next hearing, we should also invite the previous. Kasi ang kailangan natin dito, yung nakaraan, kasi if my memory serves me right, siguro wala pang 2 buwan na naka-assign si Colonel Alinio sa CIDG NCRPO. And I do not know who is the previous CIDG. Colonel Marcos, do you know the CIDG NCRPO? Prior to the assignment of Colonel Alinio?
Si Colonel Ana po yung last na...
Sorry?
Colonel Ana po yung last na pagkalam ko na si IDG NCR. Kaya lang, there were turnover 2 days ago.
2 days ago lang.
O nagpalit-palitan po.
So, Colonel Ana was relieved sa NCRPO, pinalitan ni Bong Alinio. Tama.
Opo.
So, we'll invite Colonel Ana siguro on the next hearing, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so Mr. Chairman, 12 hours na po tayo na nag-hearing.
Senior Deputy Speaker.
The mind is what?
Senior Deputy Speaker.
Mr. Chairman, before we close, before
Mr.
we
Chair,
suspend,
Can I be
Mr.
recognized?
Mr. Chairman, before we end, before we suspend, sa mga nanonood po, sa mga ating kababayan at sa buong mundo ngayon, napaka-importante po nitong ginagawa natin ngayon. Nandito po kami 9:15 in the morning. 9:40 na po. Isipin mo, may 12 hours na po dito sa ating hearing. Napaka-importante. That's why we formed this Comm, headed by our chairman, Ace Barbers, ang ating chairman ng Dangerous Drugs. Kanina, sabi natin, ang pag-uusapan natin is only EJK, that is human rights. Nandito si Chairman Benny. At yung POGO, we will tackle it next week. And the public order and safety, and the public accounts. And this is for the first time in the history, this 19th Congress will make an history. We will reshape our country. Tulungan niyo po kami, mga kawani natin sa gobyerno, my fellow workers in government. We will lead to reshape this country for our young and future generation. Diniscuss po natin kanina, drugs. Kanina, EJK. Pag nagbenta ka ng drugs, mapupunta sa pagbili ng mga lupa. That's number 2. Number 3, pag nakabili ka ng drugs, nagbenta ka ng drugs, ng droga, mag-aaway kayo, magpapatayan kayo. That is EJK. Number 4, pag marami na kayong pera, mamimili po kayo ng lupa, hindi nyo alam kung saan nyo dadalhin yung mga pera nyo na nakita nyo dito sa droga. In summation of all of this is the Comm. So, Father, ano pa si Father? Si Bishop, andito pa. Kami po, we are the members of 19th Congress with my fellow congresspersons. Nagpapasalamat po kami. Napaka-importante po nitong Comm na to. On that note, maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman, to the co-chairman, and to our resource persons. Magandang gabi pong lahat sa ating lahat.
Thank you, SDS Gonzales. Yes, do you want
Can
to say...
I be recognized, Mr. Chair?
Okay.
I would like to answer the question raised by Congressman Paduano, Mr. Chair.
Sige.
Sandali po.
Which question? Ang daming question nun.
Ang daming question kasi ng mga congressman kanina. It is only my question. Ngayon, pag Ms. Garma, you can file a motion, but you have to stay here muna. You can file a motion. Kasi tatagal tayo dito. Believe you me. Kasi kanina tinanong na kita, yung states mo pa lang na travel, Mali-mali yung sinagot mo sa akin.
No,
Mali. I will give
Mr.
you,
Chair,
in the next hearing, Mr. Chairman, in the next hearing, tatanungin kita ulit kung sasabihin mo ng totoo.
Mr. Chair, I'm telling the truth, Mr. Chair, in my mother's grave. Yung travel ko sa States, sinabi ko na po ang totoo. I don't even know the answer why my visa was invalidated by...
Hindi lang yung visa, Miss Garma, alam mo kung bakit ka pinigil.
No,
Alam.
Mr. Chair, I do not know, Mr.
Anyway,
Chair.
Mr. Chairman, if I ask her...
Mr. Chair, if you, I will be proven,
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
Wait.
na
Point
I'm
of order.
lying.
1 minute suspension.
I'm not lying. Yung,
Please address
Why
the
did I
chair
lie on my travels,
when you
Mr.
reply to
Chair?
the question asked by a member, okay? And ano mo lang, clarify mo lang ulit ang iyong gustong sabihin. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Hearing is resumed.
I wanted to answer the questions, Mr. Chair. I have a daughter waiting for me who attempted to kill herself 3 times. I cannot leave her, Mr. Chair. She's waiting for me. She attempted 3 times, Mr. Chair. That is why I cannot leave her. Now, I will answer all your questions, Mr. Chair. With regards to my travels, that's the real answer. I do not know why my visa was canceled, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Okay.
You can validate that if magtanong kayo sa Japan kung bakit they didn't give me the exact answer.
I think Congressman Paduano has asked several questions to you, GM Garma, not just about your trip to Japan. So it seems that they have not answered his questions, and you appear to be evading the questions that he is asking. And
Yes.
that is the reason why you were cited in contempt.
Yes, Mr. Chair, may I make a statement? That's why I'm appealing to answer. But as stated by the Honorable Congressman, Mr. Chair, he said that I was not telling the truth about my travel to States. But that's the truth. If that is the only reason, isa lang yan, ano pa yung other questions that I will answer? But with regards to my travel sa States, last travel, yun po ang totoong nangyari sa amin ng anak ko sa Japan. I do not know why my visa was invalidated according to that lady in Japan.
Mr. Chairman, to be clear, he was not contented because of that question of mine, because of the travel. And when in fact, hindi ko na nga pinurso kasi it is all about the question being raised to you by the members. And you're evading the question. It is not all about your travel in the US. Eh, hindi pa nga ako tapos doon eh. Sa totoo lang po, travel in the US, hindi pa ako tapos doon. I tell you. You were cited in contempt because you're evading question from the very start by the members of this committee. Not because my question about your US travel. And ang totoo noon, hindi pa ako tapos doon. Ms. Garma, akala mo yun lang? Hindi pa ako tapos doon. And I will prove you in the next hearing. Pag hindi ka nagsabi ng totoo, I will prove to you that you're lying. Doon lang muna. Kung yun lang yung gusto mong pag-usapan, yung travel mo sa US, if you will not tell the truth in the next hearing, I have all the proof with me. Hiningaan lang kita kanina, hindi mo maibigay.
With the,
Kung online ngayon, dapat may record ka eh. Diba?
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman.
okay, Congressman ako first. Sige.
I think the resource person does not have any recourse with us anymore, simply because we have decided, if you look around, we do not have any quorum already to decide whether we would withdraw the contempt order or not. So I think the recourse left for the gentle lady is that either she files a motion for reconsideration or she goes to the court. I think her lawyer knows that. Kasi hindi na po tayo dahil nag-decide na po yung buong committee kanina eh. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman
And with
Ako. Yes, that is true. that we have already decided, and if you want to question the decision of the committee, you can either question this before a court or file a motion for recon before the Quadcom. And we will certainly entertain the motion. But since the committee has already decided, and Congressman Fernandez
Yeah.
is
About to
signaling
move.
to me to
Yeah.
give him the floor, and now I
Yes.
give you the floor.
With the indulgence of, we sympathize with you, Colonel Rohina Garma, no? But of course, we have already decided, and the proper recourse is to apply for a motion for reconsideration. And with in relation to your daughter na sinasabi mo po, can you kindly give us a no, I mean the certificate, no? Kasi we really don't know, no? We will be asking, the sergeant at arms to fetch, yung anak niya para to be with her. Para at least ay makita natin yung kalagayan ng kanyang anak. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I think it is just right for us to bring the child in here para makasama po ni Colonel Garma, yung kanya po anak. Yun lang po, Mr. Chairman. And I move to suspend this Quadcom hearing till the next hearing will be scheduled.
There is a motion to suspend, duly seconded. Hearing no objection, this committee hearing is suspended.